Hello, hello, hello. How are we all doing today? Welcome to midweek, or at least it's midweek for me, a Wednesday. Less than a couple of days away from FanFest Japan in Tokyo. I'm so excited. Every day that gets closer is a day closer to what feels like Christmas to me. One day closer to getting female Hrothgar and seeing the world's reaction to what they look like, because you can guarantee that it will be nothing like what we predict. Happy New Year to you. Welcome on in, everyone. Just gone live now. We're going to play for about 3-4 hours, something like that. We're going to do some Alliance raids, maybe. Plural, because we're doing the same one over and over again. I need to try and farm out a minion. If you know anything about me, I collect minions. I've been a bit sort of slow on the uptake of the latest one, which is the Ochon minion. And we've got a bit of a lull in content at the moment. So if anybody wants to join me for the new Alliance raid, even if it's just one time out of many times I'm going to be running it, let me know. We'll create a party finder. We play on the Chaos Data Center on Ragnarok server, but Chaos Data Center EU. Hopefully in the future we can have cross data center, cross region. That would be lovely. But for now, we are where we are. Let me read these messages properly. MMM172310 says, Happy New Year, Mione. Thank you for everything you do to make our 14 experience the best it can be. Oh, that's really nice of you to say. But the real... How do I put this? The most important thing is yourself. It's up to you to make the Final Fantasy XIV experience what it is, right? So spreading love and good wishes to anybody from regardless of their background is always the way forward. Always promote positivity, and clearly you're already doing that. So thank you so much for your support. Good afternoon, Andrew. Hey, Neil. How you doing? It's nice to have some people to chat to. When is Japan Fan Fest? This weekend. I believe it's the 7th. So if you want to watch that, it's on Nico Live, the Final Fantasy XIV official Twitch channel, as well as YouTube as well. The official 14 YouTube, which is awesome. Very much looking forward to it. Right, let's hop into the game. Boop. There we are. Hello, everyone. We've got the avatar on again today. I only saw a couple of negative comments about it in the comment section of the VOD. So we're good. We're good. I can deal with that. So welcome on in. If you don't like VTube avatars, then this is probably not going to be for you. But it's part of my brand. My character is the brand. This is the name of the channel. It is the character. The avatar is the character. That's the reason. Now that that's explained, let's get cracking. So I want to do the Alliance raid. Just give me 2 seconds. I just need to make sure that all the settings are right on this, because when it comes to YouTube streaming as well as Twitch streaming at the same time, because we're live on both, it is... How do I describe this? Tricky, to say the very least, to make sure it actually does what you want it to do. Like, for example, like the rights management section, you have to like tick boxes to get that to work. Otherwise it just doesn't, it'll like hide the stream. I don't get YouTube streaming. If they streamline this a little bit better, it'd be way easier for me to deal with. It really would. But there we go. Right. We should be good. I think. Oh great, now I've accidentally... Oh, see, now I've closed that. Professional. No, I'm not professional in the slightest. Okay. Alright, so that's where chat's there. Because I've got 2 sets of chat that have combined into one. You feel lonely on Twitch? What? What, in general, or? There'll be people on Twitch talking. There's a few people. There we go. I just had to tab between the PCs. So yeah, like yesterday, we've got the rite of passage, which is the jumping puzzle. We might mix things up a bit later and do the Kugane one, which is sure to make people unhappy, but this is where I'm going to chill out on Chaos Status. Oh, wow. You know what? That's my punishment. I must now do the jumping puzzle with a mount. There we go. Let's do that. Not a sweat. I'm just remembering all of the people that couldn't do the jump yesterday. And I just went up there on a mount. Anyway, right, so we're going to do a party finder. Plop that up, rather, if I could speak. I've got a nice cup of tea. I'm all set. Right, Alliance, right. I think it's Falia, isn't it? Yeah. That's the one I need to do. I yeah. Yeah. I don't know if we'll get enough people to fill an alliance raid. Probably not. I should be able to just queue for the remaining ones, right? Or do I have to queue as an 8-man group to be able to get this to work? Because I don't think we have like 24 people that are going to join. I don't know. We'll see how many people join, I guess. Is that what you would do? Or would you just set up, like, nothing, like custom, and then... You have to queue as an 8? Okay. We're definitely not going to get 24 people at this time. Let's just... Where's the other section? They've changed this, haven't they? Why am I having a potato here? We are gonna do... We're gonna do... Raid. No, we can't... Just none. There we go. None. Objective. Loot. Mio. Alliance. Raid. There you go. And then we'll put a password on it so that, you know... 4 7s. We always have the 4 7s. It's good luck at that point. And if you're on Chaos Data Center, whoop, there you go. And then we'll queue with whatever we get. We'll see what we get. Wait, did I actually set that up for like 8 people? I did. Aha! Clever. Clever. So that should be on the other section, shouldn't it? Oh, private. That's right. Well, there's our other healer right there. You would love to join, but at work? Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but hopefully you haven't got much longer at work, and I hope it's going well for you today. Your VTube avatar is pretty, at least. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Nekokoro, the artist behind it, would love to hear that. Let's have a bit of a read. Neil says, I'm hoping they talk more about the graphics upgrade, inventory space, character customization in a pre-order for the collector's edition. Yeah, all of those things have to be focused on, I think. I'm good, thank you, Mini or Mini JJ. I can post in some link shells. Oh no, but if we post in link shells, then they'll have expectations. Set the bar low. What server am I on? I play on Ragnarok, but the only information you need to know to join the party finder is that we're on Chaos on Europe. Chaos Data Center. And there, we're in this bit. And the password is 4 7s, if you didn't know. 7777. And every time someone joins, it closes the window, which is something I hope they change in the future, because it's really irritating to have that change all the time. Another hour to go. Nice. Not too long. Hi, She of Little Faith. How you doing? How are you doing? It's been a while, hasn't it? I would love to join, but I need to help the FC. No problemo. No problemo. I should say hello to people in the actual forgot how to type then. For some reason I put OP instead of 07. Okay, obviously my cup of tea is more needed than I thought. Do I have a yokai umbrella? I think I have all of the parasols. Yeah, I have all of the parasols in the game apart from the limited edition ones and the bloody gold saucer one that you get for the triple triad open matches. I think it is. That's the only one I haven't bothered to get because it's triple triad, isn't it? It's all right, but add that to the list of things I need to do. We'll get it done this year though. So funny story, I finished a stream last night and we were going to go to bed. So we went to bed. I was tired. So we started watching YouTube. Then I was no longer tired. And then I ended up staying up. I did some crafting because I realized, hey, we haven't made much progress on the crafting stuff. And then I fell asleep whilst crafting. So, yeah. Yeah. But on the plus side, we are closer to our goal. I finished off the goldsmith one. So that's a thing. Wait, no, I didn't. No, I started the goldsmith one. I finished off armor. That was it. And then we got that achievement. And then we got this one. Mouse wheel, why do you do this? And I've been working on this. So there's only goldsmith to, well, I was going to say finish off, but half of goldsmith, well, 3/4 of goldsmith. And then I've got leather worker. And then we're done. And then I should have the Pteranodon mount. So that's a thing. I'm excited for that. The FC doesn't answer. Oh no. You feel you've missed so many streams? To be fair, we haven't streamed that much. Towards the end of last year, it just became chaos. There was so much happening. I'm sure it'll happen again this year, but I'm going to try and have very regular streams. That's my one New Year's resolution, is to have at least like a week's worth of streams every week, you know. Even if it turns out that the weekends are like days off, which they probably won't be. But, you know, a good 4 or 5 streams a week, I think is the goal. Aiming for 5, but don't quote me on that. You know, especially considering like there's a patch soon. I might be busy, but it all goes towards video making anyway, so all of my time is video making and now streaming. Good news though, whilst we're waiting to see if anybody else wants to join, I got my second channel partnered. So all of the love that you guys gave me in terms of, well, I don't know how to even explain what happened. I linked the channel like maybe twice, as well as on the competition thing, just saying, hey, you can visit this if you want to. Didn't ask them to do anything. It's been ridiculous. So now I have a second channel partnered on YouTube, which is... that means I actually have to up my game and regularly upload there now, which is something I'm looking forward to. So on that channel, at Mioni2, this YouTube channel is at Mioni1. That's at Mioni2. Nice and simple. Lots of other games, basically. Going to be playing Star Citizen, Blue Protocol, the Japanese version, and getting banned repeatedly because they don't like Westerners playing their game. Then when a global release, I don't know, whenever that's going to be announced, we're going to play the heck out of that on that channel. So yeah, in addition to what we do. So yeah, I might have to quit raiding at this point. I'm not sure I can like schedule 2 days a week for raiding anymore, but we'll have to see. I need to think about it. It's a bit scary, honestly, because the amount of things that I'm about to take on all at once, you know. I do need more arms. I do. I need to be a god of arms. Like a spider or something. A spider god, yes. Thank you very much. Thank you. Right, I think we're probably not going to get any more than this because it's me, and it's probably Wednesday, and it's like it's in a weird time because it's sort of 6:30, which is not quite late enough for some people and not quite early enough for some others. But it's fine. It's fine. We'll go with the trio of doom. That's what we'll call you now. All right, let's get rid of this horrible menu. There we go. What server? Chaos Data Center Ragnarok, but it's just Chaos Data Center. It's fine. You just finished work. Ah, welcome home from work. We'll be doing this a lot, so don't worry about it. I think we're going to just do... we're just going to run Thalia, because I'm trying to get the Minion made a look forever be in my favor. Thalia. Gearx, yeah. Yeah, we did you miss the party finder? Okay. Alright. Alright. I mean, it's still there. So, password's 4 7s. You have a minion already? I don't necessarily mind. Like, I don't want people to pass anything for me. I just want to roll the dice. And it's just something to stream, isn't it? Because last time, it was quite entertaining. The amount of copied factory runs we ended up doing for one of the minions. Right, we all good? Oh. Oh, thank you. I don't think we can use a blue mage, though. There we go. Are we all good? Gearx, are you okay? Everybody happy? But feel free to drop in and out whenever you want to. I really don't mind, because I plan to do this multiple times. It's going to be just an evening of me slamming my face into the Ochon minion until it eventually gets into my bag. It's the last in-game minion that I need, though. The rest are all from promotional stuff. At least I think it is. Yeah, it is, yeah. Boop. Alright, there we go. Let's see what groups we get. You gonna fight me for the pat? Bring it on. I want to see those heavy rolls. Definitely never pass for a content creator. Please do not. It's more fun when we win fair and square, so... I want to see those high rolls. You roll. You need to roll the legendary 100, and then I'll roll the legendary 100, and then just for no particular reason it'll choose you. We've had that before. We've had that before on mounts from tiers as well. You might end up with minions to sell. I need a new mouse button. Jeez, I'm trying to scroll out. Okay. Let me know if the volume's too loud. We can drop the...
Come, mortals.
Come!
Make your way through our watery sanctum.
Mortals. What are you wearing? just...
Let us see how you fare against my servants.
It never gets old. It never gets old. I hope you've got a decent... Oh my god, I forgot about your adventurer play it. Yeah, that's made my night already. I forgot how good that was. It's when you get a 99 and the last person gets the 100. Well, we've had it where 2 people got a 100, and then for no particular reason it just goes, I choose you. The game does weird things with that. You'll hop on. If I want a newbie black mage, you can go with the newbie white mage that's me, if you want. It's alright, I'm incredibly rusty, so... Have I seen a new Zodiac and Heidelin Idol? What? Where are those posted? Are they on a Lodestone site? Wait, did they actually confirm that?
Only to be expected.
I didn't see anything on any of the news outlets.
It shall be my pleasure to welcome
News
you
to me.
personally.
The pedestal of passage. So what do we think about this alliance raid? It's sort of grown on me a little bit
to this moment,
now that it's been out a while. When it first came out, I wasn't quite sure. It's okay. I think I preferred the previous alliance raid to this. And I definitely preferred the near crossover alliance raid. Just in general. But it's alright.
The rivers rage at my behest. Not all knowledge is wisdom. At what answer will you arrive, I wonder?
Oh, right. Oh, come on. I thought I was out of that. My bad. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Of ignorance be cleansed.
I'm looking forward to the Final Fantasy XI alliance raid. I've played a little bit of 11. I've not got like endgame or anything in that game,
Join me
or max level or anything, but I do like the storyline and the setting. It's one of those games that you either love or you hate, I think, and I quite like 11. And hopefully some of the more reoccurring, like, bad guys are in the Alliance Raid series.
Seek new perspectives, and you shall find new paths.
But as I said in many other videos, I'd just be happy with anything at this point. Because I know that it's going to be in good hands. I know it sounds really weird. And it's hard to say that in 2024 especially, but it does seem like Creative Business Unit 3 are able to pull anything out.
Small wonder the
And I'm
others have exalted
usually
sin.
quite happy with it.
O waters purifying, reveal their nature.
Hey, Lennon. Kupo in Final Fantasy XIV use a linguistic particle Kupo like Brits use in it. Really? Oh.
Share with me your
Do they?
ruminations.
No, it should be here, no? Oh, no, it'd be here. Oh, I think someone just fell off. I shouldn't laugh because it's usually me that does that. I'm usually the one that dies to gravity, as we know, so I should not laugh.
All answers can be obtained through might.
Oh boy. Oh, he's doing left bank though, right? So this one's safe and that one isn't. Yeah. I barely remember this, but I remember. Kind of. I hate when they make the room spin. When you have to think ahead when it comes to that kind of movement. Yeah, it can be a bit jarring. Especially if you're
The wisdom of man.
like me and you forget which way you're facing. And then you have to remind yourself with the mini-map regularly.
Let us enlighten one another.
Oh. Oops.
Well done, wise children. Well done.
I don't think I need any loot, do I? No.
Sailing so far, I see. Come then, mortals.
Just need the blade and the... I can't wait for this to be unlocked as well, like the blade thingy.
Have you got the stones to face the Navigator?
Gearic says the Final Fantasy XI boss will be an NFT. Not if Yoshi P has any say of it,
Let me
but
prepare a suitable stage for our
I presume you're referring to the CEO of Square Enix's recent New Year's thing about enforcing AI and yeah. Not gonna lie, I was surprised by that stance. But there we go. I mean, they're just trying to keep with the times, I suppose. And that's like the hot thing, isn't it, at the moment? Doesn't mean it's a good thing, though. That's why I have faith in Creative Business Unit 3. And that's why I specified that.
Can you contend with she who rules the tides? My trident parts the very sea.
Has anyone done Blow Kiss to her yet? Is it Blow Kiss? Oh, I probably shouldn't have stood in that though. How'd you do the whole emote death? I can't remember how you do it. Is it really a dote?
Rise above the white caps.
I know it gets you killed, but you know. It's half of the fun. Is it Blow Kiss? Okay. I want to die in the game. Do it. Stab me.
Ah, you don't disappoint.
Or does she have to do a mechanic first for it, or? I can't hear you, friend. Please don't. Thank you. I'll have to set my headset off to hear you. It's quite loud at the moment.
Like the stormy seas, I'm a harsh mistress.
You can only do Blow Kiss at certain times. Ah. Okay. I've never done it, so... I've just randomly seen people die on this fight and wondered why before.
Sloppy.
Very sloppy. Yeah, double time sloppiness, I agree.
Brace for the storm!
What, she doesn't do anything?
If they play too. Come, Pericos, Thalios.
I guess somebody must have put it on cooldown or something.
Join us in the excitement.
I guess she probably can only do it once, right? I have no idea. Oh no, I'm in an AoE. Ooh.
Dance upon the waves.
Hey Ellie, how you doing? Thank you so much for watching my my content for so long. Don't know if you heard me actually, that was a bit loud. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. We're going to do a bunch of alliance raids until I get the Minion today, which might take me 7 million years. But I want to do regular streams, and it'll be more apparent when we do some community events. So stay tuned for those. I think the main thing we'll do after 6.55 is a Eureka from the start project again. I'm on the wrong side. Yikes. How am I not dead? Oh my goodness. My multitasking is not great, is it? Not particularly great.
Swim free, my pet.
Swim. Just keep swimming. Oh. Can you tell I haven't done this place that many times? I was reading chat. Sounds like a fun time. Been sub for a few years now. I really like your videos. Thank you. Very informative. I've got to go back to work soon, so good luck to you all. Hope you have fun and get that minion. Thank you so much, Ellie. There'll be streams regularly from now on YouTube side of things, as well as EU. EU. I'm reading chat again, as well as on Twitch. Wow.
It falls to you and yours to navigate the seas ahead.
I just got like the disappointment moment if no one rest me. They were like, no. Like, no. Oh well. I don't deserve to live, apparently. Well, it's fine. To be fair, I didn't really do very well there. I do keep living by the skin of my teeth. That's the way you have to do it. It's fine. We'll get better as the runs go on. It'll become force of habit like everything else in this game. To the point where you can do both without worrying. Just having a nice casual hop through the forest. Don't mind me. Delightful forest. Man.
Strong are they who roam.
Well, that's what vulnerability stacks are for. I mean, you've got to collect them all. It's like Pokemon. If you try to get too few of them, you're basically playing the game wrong at that point. You need to maximize your vulnerability potential. You know? Keep your vulnerability uptime. It'll be interesting once 6.55's credits show the voice actors and we can see who voiced the 12. Are they not actually credited anywhere at the moment? I haven't looked, I'll be honest with you. Do you hear some familiar voices then? I will stake a bet that the people who did the voice acting worked on Doctors, a BBC sitcom, not sitcom, drama soap. Because like 80% of the voice actors that work on this game have worked on that show for some reason, or British soap operas. It makes the most sense to look there. It's like they all know each other. It's really interesting. Yeah. You didn't know that. If you look at like Bethan Walker or I forget the lady's name who worked who did one of the little pirate voices. They all worked on the same shows, man. Raugas is definitely Estinians. Yeah. They love what they do, so it wouldn't surprise me that they'd be like, yes, I will do all of the voices. And this is the fella I need the minion of, isn't it? I wonder if he looks like that as the minion. I haven't seen it yet. Do 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 be do do be do do. This is definitely the relaxation fight, isn't it? Out of all of them.
You can overcome this. I know you can.
Tempting fate a little bit there, but
Arise!
oh, it's the one I don't like the voice lines of because they're distorted. Like the bit where he goes really big, I'm not a fan of the voice
Your prayers have given us strength.
effects that they've used on that.
That strength shall
Like
be
this.
returned to the star.
In a second.
Come,
That.
grant us our heart's desire.
Yeah,
Stay not your steps.
it's okay, but not my cup of tea. Oh, it does.
You hesitate, I'll launch.
I misread that as Albert. I know you mean Ardbert, but I like the idea that his name is Albert now. Uncle Albert. Only fools and gods. That's what we'll call it.
Behold the wondrous power.
Got a pantheon in my pocket. Put the suitcase in the van. I like your spell check. It's infinitely rewarding me with the greatest of laughs. I love it.
I'm glad that it was you who came to us.
Yeah, I would be surprised if it isn't the same voice actor for Ochon. Yeah. Then they always use that freaky distortion when they overly grow people. They do, which is why I don't particularly think it... I don't know, it just feels strange to me. For what they represent, you know? It's not something I would have done if it was me. It almost makes them sound a little bit demonic, you know what I mean?
Blessings be upon you on the road ahead.
Don't know. I would have probably just had a load of reverb, maybe a bit of decay on there. But the pitch change and then the double layer of the channel. So what they did is they copy and pasted the voice line. So you've got two of the same voice, and then you change the one below on the second stereo track, and then you just change that by like -3 decibels or something of a change, and that's how you get that effect, which has a more of a demonic kind of thing. Whereas if I was to
Stay the course to the end.
you know what I mean, I would have probably applied just more of an etherical kind of echo chamber, you know, that kind of thing. Don't know. Personal preference, I suppose. Because he's not really, I mean, that's what you do for bad guys, right? Like really bad guys. Like demons and Thordan and stuff like that. Don't know.
You're back. The Omnivores. It's suddenly transformed.
The omelette has transformed.
Servants?
Tasty.
What's the meaning of this? Those ones, I leave to you.
Those ones, I leave to you. Oh, bless you. Fran sneezed. Sneezy Fran. It's ducking annoying. Oh, your spell check corrects everything? Yeah, my phone does the same thing. That's why I can't reply to people. It'll like change something Final Fantasy related into something really strange. like any terminology from a video game, it just goes, that's not a real word. Did you mean this?
seems we're
And
being summoned.
well, it doesn't ask you, it just does it.
Go, my friend. I will stay here with the others.
Yeah, this is my favorite bit of this particular alliance right there. Easily. And the fact that you can hear Kairos chime in the background. Or, well, not Kairos, but you know what I mean. It makes you think of Kairos, and then you're like, oh boy, not again. Oh, the Hades fight, yeah. But yeah, that's all it is when you try to get that voice effect. It's just double audio track, change the pitch of one, add like G-verb to it or something like that. Or a delay of some sort. And then it's just like time of attack and yeah. But it's quite an extreme one that they used on Ochon's voice for some reason. Like they didn't pull any punches. They wanted him to sound aggressive, very aggressive. It's like, okay, interesting. I suppose it could be because they were trying to become as fearsome in representation to force the Warrior of Light to do something about them, right? And to help push that, they would pretend even further to be, you know, to help the fight be more meaningful as a test. See if we are worthy, or, you know, the final test being this one. To push us that extra margin to make us fight harder. That's my guess. Don't know. I like audio stuff, it's fun.
Come, children, fulfill our final wish. See every last lotus returns to the star.
Doopy-doop, boo, boo. This is a banger. Turning up the volume a bit. It's on that side, isn't it? Because of, yeah, because of the wings. I always forget about the hands.
Fight with all your being.
And then I think this one was out. Yeah. Cool. I did it. It's the only mechanic I remember. Oh, I wasn't looking. Uh-oh. Yo. I'll properly thank you in a second.
Receive our love and transcend it.
Yo, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate that. How you doing, Games Wizard? I'm good, thank you. I had a great Christmas. We had a lot of family food. New Year's celebrations were the same. Probably ate a little bit too much. Back on the diet now for the rest of the year. I did so well last year. And I need to get back to that. But the temptation to eat with family was quite great, as you would imagine. Bum ba bum bum bum. Laser beam. When are we getting the Dalamud mount? That's my question. One of many questions I have, actually. Hey, Alchemy! How you doing? We'll have a shout out for you when we can. How are you? Ah, I stood in a thing. I did a thing. How's things going? I hope you had a good New Year as well. And nice celebrations with families and things. I'm just recovering from the various food comas that have been provided. It's always good though. Dieting the rest of the year and then having Christmas come around with some nice food that you look forward to. Oh, it felt so good. It felt so good. I'd rather do that in the future. Although I discovered I couldn't eat even remotely half as much as what I used to. So it's kind of disappointing. You ever have like a plate of food and you're really, really excited to eat it, and then you realize you just don't have the stomach for it anymore? And you're like, no. And then leftovers last like 2 days. That was my life for a week.
In unity lies resilience.
I'm glad you're okay. I really am. Oh, just chilling out, doing some... Well, I'm trying to get the Ochon Minion, and I'm forcing chat to watch me grind it. You know, the usual. They love it, really.
Not a single mote of strength shall we hold back.
Oh yeah, the spears. I forgot about those. Ooh, that's bigger than I remember. Whew. Spicy. Living with a 7th family, leftovers last a week. Yeah. I will accept that's what she said. It probably didn't come through very auditorily at the moment, but auditorily, what word is that? Audibly, there we go. Words. Just creating new words. Cat, you were the chosen one.
Overcome our final test.
Be alive. Oh, right, yeah, because the room color. Forgot about this. And then go because of the, yeah.
Ever has mankind hoped and prayed. And the hopes and prayers have given us form. Unto the star, we surrender our all.
Nice.
You have truly come far.
It would be in the gold saucer. Ah, I wondered. For some reason, my brain was thinking you were saying great sword. I've been playing too much Monster Hunter recently. I played a bit of Monster Hunter World with my girlfriend, and every time I see GS, I always think great sword for some. It'll be in the great sword. I'm like, huh? What? What do you mean, brain? Huh? Yeah, gold saucer. Oh dear. It could be, yeah, that'd be nice. Make it gold saucer MGP cap. I'd be happy with that. No one else would, but I'd be happy with that. No, you've got to at least have couple more million MGP mount on top of what we already have. They need to keep pushing it up. In actual fact, I wouldn't be mad if they raised the cap on MGP. That'd be lovely. Because quite honestly, having to spend it on just anything so that we're not just immediately capping all the time, a little bit annoying. It's kind of like a first world problem though, isn't it? I blame Fashion Report for that, but... And the Fall Guys event, which has now ended, but... That was so good for MGP. Like, really good for MGP. Play accommodation. Who has the sexiest card? That one. That reminds me of Dark Souls. I like that one. That's nice. That's a nice adventure play. Ready? Ready for some awful rolls, chat? Whiplam. Oh, that's not bad. That's not actually that bad. We're going to lose. That's not that bad. Every other roll that we have in this place will be like a 1. I can guarantee it. No, I don't have that orchestra on. What the heck? I'm not going to use any of this gear, so I'll pass on that. Did I actually win it? Are you kidding me? Really? Did no one else roll? Who rolled? How did I win that? Has everybody else in the game got this? Is that what we're learning? Hold on, where is it? What about Ochon? Oh no, there we go. There we go. There was some rolls. 82s and 88. Wait, are you telling me there was only like 4 rolls on that? Nah, maybe it doesn't show all of them. Well, we got the minion after the first run. That's kind of scuppered my entire plans for streaming. Only 5 rolls. Oh my goodness. Well, do you want to do another run? Because I know some other people are farming it. But look, I finally got the minion. Yay! I'm so excited. I'm so excited for that one. I feel really guilty though. So what now? I know. What now? Now we start to play the game. Now we can play the game. I feel like Cartman, but we haven't had like a 7,000 hour grind session to level up. There he is. Oh, summon your wind up Ochon minion, guaranteed not to wander off on you. Oh, wander off on you. Why did I read that weirdly? Like he was wandering off on me. Okay, whatever. Upon seeing the man-made wind-up Halani, Naldthar was taken by a bout of mischievousness. Mischievousness. Yeah, mischievousness. Yeah, and decided to create an automaton of his own using a jewel buried in the earth. While the resultant product assumes the likeness of Ochon, unlike the deity upon whom it is based, it follows its master faithfully, rather than wandering freely. Yeah, because... Okay. Alright. He's fond of wandering, wheresoever his whims take him. A quote of Kryl. Cool! Well, that's a thing. Does anybody need another run of this? Are we good? We all good? I don't mind doing more. I feel bad. No? Okay, I think everybody's just like, no, we're not going back in there. Okay. Well, that was a bit easy. I feel really guilty though, but thank you for the run. Holy moly. Oh, look at this minion though. I do love me minions. They're great. They are great. Get rid of my character. Oh, look at that. Look at that massive horn. We need more light. There we go. Thank you, Ralga's Reach. Middle mouse button. Please let me scroll in. I need to buy a new mouse. It scrolls outwards when I scroll inwards. What is that about? It's got a nice horn. Very nice horn you've got there, sir. Very nice. Hey, it's really nice, isn't it? The detail on this. Good texture quality. Not too bad. So which ones are we missing now, apart from, like, nearly all of them? Because we've got Halony. They're not... Oh, they are all together. We've got Halony. We've got Ochon. I don't think we have any of the others, do we? Oh, yeah, we have Azema. So we don't have, like, any of the core characters. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. Does he have mini abs? He does. He does. He's been working out. He can lift. I don't know. Another minion. I don't know. Minions aren't that strong, are they? So we're up to 486 now, which is rookie numbers in comparison to some people. But... Oh, that's really annoying. It started a new line. My OCD is not going to be happy with this. Why can't we just move that there? Just make a Tetris block or something. This is awkward. This is where the minion addiction started from, by the way. Not only were these fun to collect, but I wanted each one of these windows to be filled with minions. Just so that we didn't have odd numbers or weird spacing. It's been a journey. But now I've gone and ruined it all again. And now we need another patch worth of minions. Okay, 6.55 better have exactly 4 minions. No more than that, no less than that. Oh wait, there's the Final Fantasy 16 event. We're bound to get the Torgal minion. Okay, 3 minions from the patch, please. Not asking for much. Well, it looks like we're doing PvP again then, because I don't know what else to do. We could do the old Alliance raids. Does anybody need it? Any coins or anything? My inventory's an absolute mess. I also got the Orchestrion roll. Unbelievable. Ugh, gatherer materia. Get out of here. Oh, and if anybody wants the eat apple emote, I've got one spare. I don't know what to do with it, honestly. What is the total of minions in this game? That is a good question. Let us find out together. I think... Do you want the number including... premium ones? Or do you want the list to include only ones obtainable in the game? Because I'm pretty sure the difference is quite vast. So let's see what we got. Let's select a character. What's this? Chaos? Ragnarok? I think this website's up to date, isn't it? Miniones. Filters. Exclude premium, time limited, and unknown. Yes. Why does it not show... Oh, because it's not actually selected the character. Why? Search. Oh, because I didn't actually click... I'm a bit of a fool. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. Right, filters. Okay. Exclude premium, time limited, and unknown. How do we show ones we have? This is awkward, isn't it? Own percent? No. Oh, show owned. Oh, show only missing. There we go. Oh, so this hasn't updated. So we have all of the minions that are obtainable in the game as of now. So if we showed all, so this is how many minions. There are 386 minions in the game. Obtainable in the game, at least. In terms of premium ones and time limited, I'm guessing, that brings us up to 490. Which I'm still, what, 98% of the way done. Which I believe... Yeah, so we've just got this one. Spoony Barge, you can't actually use the code from this anymore. I do actually have the Heavensward original soundtrack, because I bought that a long time ago, but they haven't made it so that you could use the code, which is really sad. Really sad. Same for the Heavensward pre-order. I could have sworn that I pre-ordered Heavensward, but I think I didn't actually pre-order it. I got the collector's edition, but I think I waited to buy a physical collector's edition rather than pre-ordering, and for some reason I didn't get the pre-order bonus, which is again, this is why I no longer get physical versions only. I get the digital versions. So, and then this one is also expired for the A Realm Reborn soundtrack. I have that over here, actually. I've got a bunch of the CDs here. I've got the Heavensward soundtrack there. There's Before the Fall, A Realm Reborn, and then over there, yeah, we got Before Meteor, yeah. But none of the codes work. Like, they physically just made it so that they ran out. That's why the number is so low. I have the card in front of me, and it's got a code on it, but physically can't do anything with it. It's really, really sad. It's really sad. But it is what it is. It is a bit of a shame, though, because then I could have had every minion in the game, period. But yeah, it's a bit sad, isn't it? They should re-release these, though, since they're not available anywhere else. They should do a re-release of, like, plushies or something, or the CDs. That would be really nice, but they won't. I can guarantee they won't. Yeah, there's 490 in the game. We've got 485, so... but if we were to, like, get rid of the... like, the time-limited ones. Just the time-limited ones. Here we go. 435 out of 436. Yeah. Yep. And I think there's a leaderboard session for this, isn't there? Let's have a look at the nonsensical minion leaderboard. Woo! It's like the worst possible leaderboard you can look for. It's like, is this like leaderboard for how good you are at the game? No. It's how many minions you have. I love it. I love it. Where am I? There's some really, really, really awesome collectors on this list, though. So the number one collector... So the reason that this person will be above these is because they will have done it first. So that's how the ranking order works. So they're sharing first place for having the same amount of minions. But I believe the reason their name is first is because they did it first. I think. Unless it's alphabetical. Which it could be. So where am I on this list? Oh, there I am. I'm 51st in the world at collecting digital 3D minions next to Man Bear Pig. Oh, dude. Look at that. I want to see Man Bear Pigs. Oh my goodness. This is my rival right now, chat. The man, the myth, the pig, the legend. I want to see this guy's lodestone. Hold on. Oh, dude, he's also done the... Has he also done Saint of the Firmament? He might have done Saint of the Firmament. Oh, he's been working on his Sky Song stuff. Nice. Oh, that's a lot of achievement points. Yeah, so the difficulty is we're up against some serious players on this sort of level going upwards. I will gladly take 50 first. I don't know, it's a meaningless number. But I will say that these people, since they pre-ordered Heavensward and actually have a working code and got all of the CDs and everything, that's awesome. These are the real collectors right here. I'm just an imposter. So in terms of data centers, that's all of them. But what about if we were to just look at Chaos? 5th. Okay. Ay. I will gladly take that. Scott Pilgrim. Oh, cool. Oh, Omega. Home turf. Nice. Wow. Oh, that surprised me, actually. I didn't think I'd be... I thought it'd be like 70th or something. But there we go. The more you know. The more you know. But yeah, this is just... It's the Final Fantasy Collect website. I don't even know if it's up to date. I think it scrapes information from a lodestone. Like you just refresh your character occasionally and it scrapes info, so... Yeah. Cool, though. Cool. Right, I don't know what to do. What should we do? Should we do some PvP? PvP was fun yesterday. I kind of want to get some of the coins, but I don't know if I have... Oh my god, my inventory saddlebag is... Oh, what is this Oh. Trying to find the coins. Don't even know what... There's just like propeller blades in there. I don't even know why. All right, let's do some PvP because I don't want to have to try and find the coins. Oh dear. Where's my Dragoon? Wait, where is my Dragoon? My button's gone. Huh? No, not glamour plates. Gear sets. Dragoon, where art thou? Dragoon? Where is my... Okay, now I'm having real problems with my eyes, I think. Have I accidentally overwrote my Dragoon with White Mage? Oh, no. Right. Fair enough. Okay. That's news to me. That can be the new White Mage. Boom, done. The more you know. It's right, we're on 2 different PCs, so they all have different gear sets depending on what PC I log on to. It's bloody annoying. Hey, Chaz, how we doing? Hey, Board. Morning, Awen. How we doing? Have I done the Vermilion challenges? I need 23 and 24. Yeah, I did them all. I don't know if I have a guide on that. I probably don't. But it was easy peasy mode. I could find you a guide later if you want. I'll link it to you. But most likely I think I only had issue with like one of them, and I don't remember which one it was. But yeah, the Minion stuff was quite easy to get. Right, let's do some PvP because clearly we're done for Alliance raids. Let's see if there's any ranked matches, and then we'll do some viewer stuff afterwards. There's probably not any ranked matches, is there? I'm good, thank you. I'm just chilling out, having a mental situation at the moment, trying to remember where all of my gear sets have gone, and I've accidentally deleted some. You know, as you do. Defo not you in the background. Definitely not. It's fine, we'll do some casual if it doesn't work. What about mounts? Oh, that's a good idea. Mounts, for me, I'm, like, massively behind. I haven't got, like, the Moorball and stuff like you guys, so... Mounts, to me, aren't something that I can easily collect because of the savages that most of them are locked behind. Like, in terms of mounts... There are people with 259 of them. Oh, that's on Chaos. Sorry. Hold on. Seems like 259 is... Oh, no, 264, apparently. Huh. I will not be on this list. I've only got 219 mounts, so... Yeah. Savages are a breeze. Those are the words that I want to hear from somebody who's going to drag me through them. Yeah, savages aren't a problem. It's getting the people to do them that actually want to do them and have the skills to do them. Some of it's been quite tight in the last tier. I've not enjoyed it that much, so... And when I say people who haven't got the skills to do them, I include myself in that list, because P10S is just horrible. It takes a while for my brain to not overthink things, but not underthink other things, if that makes sense. So when they introduce like 5 mechanics at once, I'm like, okay, they're not backloading this fight. That's good. And then I end up overthinking it. And it turns out that I've been doing it wrong for the last 34 pulls. And then... It's a learning process. But trying to replicate that for the other 7 people, you know, that's where the difficulty comes from, I think. You just haven't had the time since you work so much and take care of a 94-year-old. Wow. Amazing. A lady next door who lives next to us, she's 95. Recently, she's unfortunately in hospital, but she's a lovely lady. It fascinates me. You know, I dread to think if I'll make it to that sort of age. The world will be very strange. I can fully sympathize with people who've got to that age at this point. Be lucky if you make it to 50. Ah, you'll be fine. You'll get there. Because if I have to, you do too. There we go. Yeah, I think... wait, did I accidentally... I missed the queue. Am I actually that... Oh my goodness, I missed the queue. People keep trying to hit you with their car. What? Have people been playing too much Grand Theft Auto or something? What on earth? Do, do, bo, do, boom, boom. Yeah, I think ranked's dead. I'm too impatient. We'll do casual because then everybody can join in. How are we doing on PvP? I need like 4 more levels or something like that. 4 more infinities. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's play some Dragoon. Dragoon is my favorite job to play in PvP. I suck at it, but it is the most fun for me. I love it. Absolutely love it. Oh, riding a bicycle. Ooh, they hit you so hard it broke the bike in 2. To be fair, people around where I live drive like absolute morons, so I can completely sympathize. We have like no cycle tracks around here. And the police are not happy about cyclists using the pavement. So there's like one pavement on the side of the road. It's a very busy, like, A road that bends around. And they've been like telling people off for using the pavement. And then as soon as people started using the roads again, they're wondering why the fatalities have gone up last year. So, you know, good job. Good job. If I had to go on my bike to town, they can arrest me. They could fine me if they like. I am not gonna not go on the pavement. It's too dangerous on the main road. We have like massive lorries doing 60 downhill on bends. It's always rainy. Plenty of places don't have proper drainage, so you just end up with like flood water everywhere. Yeah, no. I wouldn't be so bad if the road quality wasn't as bad as it is. The potholes are like... They're like those griddles that you have when you go into someone's farm and they have those metal railings on the floor to prevent the cattle from leaving the farm. Like that. When you drove over some of them, your car visibly vibrates. Yeah. But you know... Slightly political, but you know, they don't have the money for it. Pull the other one. But I live in the countryside, so it's an absolute shambles. So, what do I expect? All right, let's get some hot, steamy PvP action. I say hot and steamy because this is a hot spring. I forgot to update my portrait as well. Nice. Tonight's a BA night. What's that? Valdesi and Arsenal? Nice. Enjoy that. I do like me a bit of Baldessian. Are you doing it with friends, or are you going in one of those group runs, or... Oh, you're not doing it. Okay. It's a lot of fun, though. I do like the PvP in this game. I used to hate it. As long as I don't think or look at ranked for too long and don't dwell over it and the nefarious stuff that people do at endgame, then it's just absolutely fine. It's 10 times better than the Feast, in my opinion. It's just fun. Yo, thank you for the follow on the old Twitcherinos. Sorry that I'm not massively paying attention to chat as much as I should. I'm trying, though. Silenced. Nice. Oh, it's the big fish. It's not the same big fish title, is it? Is it really the same person? I feel bad. Okay, they want to kill the white mage first. Fair enough. We can do that. Or try. Possibly. Get off. Stop chaining me in place. It's annoying. That'll do. Oh, they're all dead. That's really unfortunate. Oh, man. Oh, well. Okay. No! Why are you running? Oh, I'm silenced forever. Okay. Okay, that's... yeah. I'm gonna keep chasing you, I don't care what it takes. Just unkillablebards.com is that the website we're looking at? Oh dear. Okay, finally. Oh, the bubble! Oh, I'm mildly irritated by that. Oh well. An attempt was made. The attempt failed. Successfully. I should have gone for the big crowd of people, but it was too tempting. Okay, my tab key is not. There we go. Oh, okay, that was dirty. I like that. Through the wall because it pathed to him before. Wow. GG. Oh, I got an achievement for some reason. Let's give a commendation. I'll give that to the Scholar because they know how to play Scholar and I clearly have no idea. Didn't realize Scholars were that good in that's actually really quite good. What did we just get? Oh, 500. Is that all I've done? Wow. Slacker Mione. Seeing your live streams in my YouTube recommended. Really? Wow. YouTube's actually doing its thing. Could I join your party in queue? I don't think you can queue as a party into PvP, unfortunately. The only thing you can do is press join when I press join. It's solo queue up, if you read the thingy. I hope in the future they do like team-based ranked again. That would be nice. Or something like that. Thank you so much for the sub on Twitch. I really appreciate this. Thank you for the support. You guys are the best. Is it casual? Yeah, because the ranked match queue is a bit too long at the moment. We would normally be doing ranked, but there's less people doing it. It's more fun anyway. Less MMR or ELO rating to deal with. The ultimate strat against you in PvP is just to slap on the big fish shot. hey, if somebody comes against me that's a Saint of a Firmament, they're going to get a Bow of Honor from me, and then we'll have a like a 1v1. Like a proper 1v1. But Big Fish? Okay, that's a title I cannot get. And that would require way more time than I currently have. It is true, though. Right, so I'm going to queue in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oop. There you go. I even put a slight delay on it so that you would have the ability. It is instant queue at the moment, though, so at this point, toss a coin in there and in the air and hope for the best. Hey, Black Olive Oil. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. There's lots of good stuff coming out soon for Final Fantasy XIV. I didn't update my portrait, so I'll be sure to cover it as much as I usually do, if not more. So thank you so much. It means a lot to me that people still watch me these days after all this time. When there are so many amazing creators out there, it's very saturated, and I'm very grateful to be included. Genuinely. But yeah, these streams are just going to be kind of casual, let's play around, do whatever content's out, and I should do more stuff like this and just talk to people, really. That's the goal. A lot of people used to like my tea time episodes, which I have promised that I would try to bring back in some way, shape or form, but I have not fulfilled that yet. The emphasis is definitely on yet. Because YouTube likes long form content, so it was actually really beneficial for me to do those podcast size sorts of pieces of content. It's just, I wanted to increase the quality. I wasn't sure how to increase the quality. And I'm working on it. But it'll come back in a better format, but it's at the moment it's taking a back seat for more important stuff. Wow, that server tick though on the heel. Oh, I killed the big fish. Now I feel bad. I didn't even realize. Oh my goodness. Wow. Why is that Dark Knight so strong? What is that damage? Wow. Someone had their ready break? Jeez. He absolutely crushed them. What on earth? Ooh. Ooh, that's a bit painful. Ooh. No, thank you. Don't do it. Nah. No. No. Leave me alone. No. I'm just a poor dragoon with no family. Easy come, easy go. Can you do the fandango? Hmm? Don't mind me just collecting balls. This is my day job now. Ball collector. Ready? Here comes the pain! Kablamo! Oh! Dirty. Triple kill! And that's why you collect the balls. Because that wasn't me that did any of that. That was not skill. That's just purely the debuff. Well, buff. I love this map. Basically on this map, you don't really have to do anything. You just sort of collect balls. That's about it. I'm really looking forward to trying out the Sands map. I still haven't done that. Some Dark Knights just know what they're doing too well. Oh, yeah. It's like some Dragoons like actually know what they're doing, unlike me, and it easily shows. I remember the furthest I've ever been in ranked was platinum, and the quality of play that I saw there, I was like, okay, I might as well quit now. Some people just know every single cooldown, the timing of these things, what to do to counter everything. It's amazing. I love it. Me, I just press a button and hope for the best. Like that. Big fish, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, big fish. Oh. I didn't even see the monk. This could be bad. Yeah, that's bad. Shield me. Ooh. That's too tempting. That's far too tempting. Let's steal this. And then we'll go from the back entrance. And then one of them. And then not the best timing actually with the shield, but oh well. Attempts were made. Oh, you know what time it is? It's ball time. Stop stabbing me. Oh no, don't stab me there. That's my please don't stab me there button. Ah! Now you see, if you had a stun there, I'd be screwed. Don't mind me, I'm just collecting balls. It's my annual ball collecting party. No, 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 no. Oh, sausage. No, 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 no. I'm sorry, big fish, but you have to die. Sorry. I'm gonna die now, aren't I? Yeah, I'm being focused pretty hard there. I need to back out. I'm dead. Ah, it's not over. Oh, what are you 3D printing? Ooh. I want to know. I've always wanted a 3D printer, but I'm not sure. Oh, nice. Good job, team. Well done. I absolutely sucked in that match. The white mage did, the sage, sorry, did serious work in that match. Not bad, not bad. I'll take it. Oh my god, 20 assists. Jeez Louise. Plugins for an IKEA pegboard. Oh, like what Linus has with a little pegboard thingy, and you put like mices on it and stuff, and tools and things. One of those pegboardy things. I don't know what any other kind of pegboard would be, but... Alright, you ready? That was a good match, though. I enjoyed that. You found another person using the Power Ranger Glamour? Nice. Give a hug to Fran. I completely didn't even see that. Fran, I've got to virtually hug you from across the room. There you go. I held her hand for you. Oh, you added a reference pic on the Discords? Nice. You got a 40-70 today, so you're ready for Dawn Trail. I'm so happy about that, Yorkshire Gamer. That should do. That should be perfectly in line, I think. The specs were released, weren't they, for the graphic update, so that should be absolutely fine. I think it's mostly for people who are still on like 1080s and stuff. Alright, here we go. Let's go. You miss Final Fantasy XIV, but every time I want to play again, It just reminds me of how boring 6.3 and before was. To be fair, a lot of people have shared their dissatisfaction with the patch content. You are not alone with that. I personally enjoyed it. I enjoyed the content that came with it. The storyline wasn't necessarily something that inspired me as much as previous expansions. However, I will say definitely think and vote with your time, right? How you want to spend your time playing games. Definitely don't play a game that you're not enjoying. And that applies to 14 as well. You know, taking the time out and or playing other games until the game is back to where you want it to be is always the best plan. Always the best plan. Yoshida himself has mentioned many a time that it's the most healthy thing to do, that to take breaks and come back when you want to and play other things. There's lots of amazing games on Steam. There's lots of amazing MMORPGs coming out. We've got Blue Protocol hopefully this year sometime. There's the what's that game everyone keeps talking about? That Throne and Liberty. Is that a game people are hyped for? I have no idea. I haven't seen anything about it. Mione is my favorite. Oh, Trendy, you're my favorite too. I don't know. I don't know what you're my favorite of, but you're my favorite. I use you so much for my favorite game in between patches. Oh, so you're like playing vicariously through the videos? I love that, actually. That's awesome. I do that too with so many other people. Like, I watch a lot of YouTube. I might make a lot of YouTube content. I watch a lot of it as well. And so does my girlfriend. We sit down, we watch Let's Plays of games that we would play if we had the time to play them. and we play through them vicariously. It's great. It's great. Yeah, Throne and Liberty, I think. Yeah. They supposedly fixed it. Is it any good? We're getting cheered. It's one of the games that I know absolutely nothing about. Why am I so far zoomed in? There we go, that's better. Oh, my team's dead. Ah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Something tells me we got the shoe on the other foot this time. A little bit. I don't know. We'll see. After playing Final Fantasy XIV, says Shiva, all other MMOs feel lackluster. Some other pay to win. Some are just bad, and most are pay to win and bad. I feel that. I feel that massively. Like, I've been trying to scratch the itch of an action RPG MMO for a while now. Ever since Terra Online was retired on the PC and my character was lost forever, I've been trying to find the same thing, like the same kind of action-based combat in an MMO landscape. The closest I've seen is probably Blue Protocol that scratches the itch, but every time I create accounts on the Japanese servers, I get banned because of the IP. So there's that. It's not going to stop me from doing videos on the game. Just make new accounts. And VPNs only last for so long, so before they get wise. But yeah, we played stuff like Blade and Soul. I tried to play Arcade. You know, obviously Arcade when it was relevant. Yeah, that was devastating. That was devastating. There you go. There's a com. That was not good. I got decimated a little bit there. There we go. I don't think I got banned when I played Blue Protocol. Granted, I only played a few days. Yeah, it came up with a notice when I was playing, and I used Google Lens to translate it. It was like, you have been banned for playing outside of such and such. I was like, ah. Black Desert Online, yeah. BDO had so much promise, but it never delivered on any of it, in my opinion. Also, the combat evolved to be even more sort of I don't know. It's not necessarily like, not clunky, I wouldn't say, but I'm trying to find a word for it. It just didn't feel good. Like, I remember the Ascension stuff on my Valkyrie and doing that for the first time, and then going, okay, this feels interesting. And then they changed everything about it, and I was like, okay, I no longer like this. And it feels to me like, do you feel the same way? Black Desert Online and other Korean-based MMORPGs, more often than not only are they leaning towards the pay-to-win side of things, but inherently it feels like they, in every single patch, not only do they try to build up towards a new job or a class, but they make that class so powerful, but at the same time nerf everything that was good about every other class, or dumb it down enough so that you have to re-roll every time. And I'm not sure if that's like a Korean MMO sort of mentality where they want you to just keep playing new characters all the time, but that is not the way I play games. I cannot stand making a million characters just because the game tells me that my character I created in 2000 and whatever is no longer relevant. It's not meta anymore or whatever. It feels so weird. Don't know. It's like, oh, this class is coming out next week and it has 7 rainbow shooting laser guns. Oh, and by the way, your Valkyrie has been halved in damage and your shield no longer blocks. It's like, what? It does feel like that, though. So, and I'm not saying Blue Protocol won't be like that, because it probably will. But at least it's the reason I've got faith for it, small amounts of faith, is because it's a Japanese developer rather than Korean. Typically that seems to be the mistake I make is like with Arcade, Terra, all those sorts of games. They just kind of, they let me down. They let me down every time. Because I like to have multiple MMOs to play. Like 14 is my main thing that I like to do and enjoy playing and make videos on. But it's nice to just dip into something else now and again and just go kill some monsters and dodge roll out of the way of things. But yeah. If they had a Monster Hunter MMORPG that was global released and good, you wouldn't see me complaining right now, because that is exactly the sort of gameplay that I would like to see in an MMO. You're still surprised that Elite manages to do as well as it does? Elite Dangerous. Didn't they recently have a update, like announced updates? People were going absolutely crazy about it on Reddit. Nice to hear that the recommendation feature is working, Roga. The print is done and awesome. I can't wait to see the pictures later. I'd open Discord right now and have a look, but I don't know what I last was looking at on Discord. Probably DMs. Yeah, Monster Hunter World is on sale, and it is probably the best bang for your buck that you can get from a multiplayer action RPG. I know it's a few years old, but it's really... How do I describe it? it's therapeutic. Very impactful. Everything feels good. It's probably the best combination of built-in weapon arts to you know, your built-in abilities without actually having new weapon arts. Nearly everything feels good when you play it. All of the different, you know, weapons, all the different classes. Personally, my favorite is Hammer. I love Hammer in Monster Hunter games. It's... there's nothing like just smashing the shell off of the back of an enemy or breaking something's horn straight off. You know, it's so good. So good. I would fully recommend it, especially whilst it's on sale. Yeah. Yeah. It's really good. My progress on World, the last thing that I did was before they added the updates for, what is it, Altreon and Fatalis and whatever else they added. Oh yeah, I stopped playing when they added, what's the monkey's called? Rajang. I stopped playing on that update. And there's been so many other things added since then. So, yeah. Nearly, I think I've got like 200 to 300 hours into that game so far, which is rookie numbers, but considering I don't, you know, I don't play a lot of other games very regularly, that's quite good for me. You left me behind. Looks like I'm in my own queue. I've got my own crystalline conflict with Blackjack and Catgirls. All Vallahi. Thank you very much. I wondered what that voice was. I forgot that we had like alerts on. I need to fix that so the old alert messages pop up on screen again. For some reason, the authentication services with like all of the like heads up things have disappeared. I have to re-authenticate everything. Because every year, Twitch just decides to sign you out of every single connected app, and it's annoying. I forgot, on what store in Final Fantasy XIV do you buy game days? Oh, in terms of if you wanted to buy a subscription for your game, so there are multiple ways that you can subscribe to Final Fantasy XIV. The main way you access that is through the Mog Station. If you type that into Google, the Final Fantasy XIV Mog Station, you'll be able to see your account information once you log in. And you can pay directly there with a multitude of different methods. One is Krista, one which is like a currency that you top up. There's also obviously debit and credit cards, that kind of thing. And you can also put game cards that you've purchased from a shop, and you can redeem the codes there as well. So if you went to a brick and mortar store, or you bought them digitally online from like GameStop, or if you're in a UK game, if you're lucky enough to have one. Personally, all of the game stores where I live have all closed down. And the one that we do have left is essentially a counter that has Funko Pops in the back of a sports shop. So yeah, I miss game shops, I really do. But yeah, that's how you subscribe to the game. All right, it's ball o'clock. Wait, how are you not dead? What? Thank you. I'm surprised they used the stun early on that one, because they could have easily killed me there. Very strange. You stun someone into the fire and they just melt. 5 stacks will do, I guess. Unless if there's any enemies to kill. Well, this person got the unlucky straw, didn't they, really? Sorry. I had to use it anyway. I've only got like 10 seconds left on the buff, so... Bit overkill, but, you know. Not gonna not use my stacks, you know? That'd be mad. Yeah, sad. I miss the days when you used to be able to go into HMV and, you know, well, actually buy anything you wanted, like DVDs and things. They don't have that stuff anymore. That was a really quick match. Oh, okay, this one. Because I didn't click it quick enough. The best is Rival Wings PvP mode. I have a love and a hate relationship with Rival Wings. Mostly because when I was trying to do any of the achievements in there, unfortunately I was witness to speed hacking that some people were unfortunately doing. And it's, when you live stream a game, the worst thing you could possibly show is other people, you know, cheating. So it kind of defeated the point of me, you know, doing it. Because a lot of the content that I do, I try to stream or I try to record. So if people are going to do stuff like that, it's always a bit weird. But yeah, they were using like oppressors, you know, the big robots. And they were using hacks to increase the speed of them to the point where it was so obvious because it looked like Roadrunner skating across the arena. I mean, you've got to laugh because it's ridiculous. It's awful and horrible, and they probably got massively reported for that, but yeah, it puts me off the feature. But yeah, the game mode's fun. It's just, yeah. After the recent controversies with the Fall Guys stuff as well, yeah, people were outing themselves a little bit too much, I'm afraid. It was tricky. So we just didn't cover it. Why then do you even play? That's my question. Yeah. If you're not doing it legitimately, what's the point? You might as well just, you know, I don't know. Once you've got all of the goals, what's the point then? Taking a corner to get to a solution only, you know, screws yourself over in the long run. Because then you'll be left with nothing to grind for. That's my opinion, though. Well, let's go again. Let's keep the PvP train chugging. The fact that Rival Wings is only active because of the community baffles me. Yeah. The Revival Wings group, I think they're called. I think they're still called that. Revival Wings community. They're awesome. They're really awesome. If it wasn't for people like that running those sorts of events, then you would never see queues for that stuff. The only time you ever see queues for that is when they put it on the Moogle event for tomes, or if they add like a new achievement for PvP. Which is so rare these days. I mean, a lot of people still do the Garrow event and stuff. I still think that having an actual roulette built in for all different types of PvP would be the best. Like just one button that queues for all PvP, just randomly, would be nice. Because then they could filter in the community into parts of a game that still need people playing it, right? Based on needs, supply and demand, you know? And I know we have like the, you know, the frontline daily, but it's not the same. It's not the same. There's the link shell now too. I don't really like link shells as much as I used to. Because most people don't even use them properly anyway. They just run Discords and... yeah. I miss the days when hunt groups were only on link shells. That was fun. That was really fun. Because you built up such a good community with everybody that, you know, you knew everybody on the server, basically. Wow. That guy went deep. Holy moly. Okay, I got transformed. The timing. That is indeed what she said, yes. That was actually pretty good. Considering the delay we have on restream, that was pretty good. Never change. Never change. No, don't stun me. Oh. Sad. Especially since they got rid of secure, it's crazy they still haven't put rival wings in the roulette. Yes. The fact that there isn't a roulette still after all of these years baffles my mind. Like, I don't know why it would be... Would it be really that bad to have one? Oh, the samurai limit break. Oof. It would solve so many issues. It's just a simple, like, duty finder listing, isn't it? There's me thinking everything is super simple. I'm like, why don't they just do this? How hard could it be? It's the same with the Vieira and Rothgar hairstyles and the hats and stuff. Turns out they had a plan for this all along. And I shouldn't have worried. Nobody should have worried. They're doing a good job. Faith has been restored. But yeah, they need to add some parts to the game, and they need to fix some elements that have been there and have stayed the same way for so long. Oh. Whoa, what happened there? Did you see that? The game just was having a moment there, I think. That should have been a kill. Cat's too good of a healer. That's the problem. You're too good, Cat. Oh, now you're screwed. Come here. 4v1. Oh boy. Actually, that was 5v1, wasn't it? Oof. Oh, come on. Why didn't it... Whoa! There's the samurai limit break. That's good, though, because the more times we can get the samurai to just use his limit break only on me, that's less that they're doing to everyone else. Also, can we just appreciate the fact that the samurai is a ranked world champion? I'm pretty sure. Isn't that where you get that title from? Because that's pretty amazing if that's the case. Hold on a minute. I need to see that person again. I'm pretty sure that's what they had, isn't it? Yeah, we're on EU. We're on Chaos. Massive respect if that is the case. Oh, we didn't get to see him. I'm pretty sure they had like the a 2023 tile, no? I could be dreaming. Oh no, there we go. Crystalline Conflict. Crystalline Conflict ranked 2023. Or is that... What does that mean? Does that mean they did the tournament? That they won the tournament? I don't know where that came from. I don't know. That is pretty epic, though. Massive respect. Oh, they're awesome. I think that's what that means. Either that or they're like a contender or runner-up, I'm not sure. Am I on Oceanic? No, this is Chaos Data Center on the European servers. We're on Ragnarok. European. Mm-hmm. Watching you do Crystalline Conflict made me buy the game again. Those hashtag influencer moments. I should get commission off of that. No, that's awesome. I hope you enjoy yourself. I really do. Yeah, PvP is a lot of fun. Even if there's like not much else to do, you can fill your time with many different activities. But personally, Crystalline Conflict is like chef's kiss. It's fun. I suck at it, and I love the fact that it's still, even on ranked, it's the most accessible version of a PvP they've ever had in this game. Feast, I could not approach properly. It was not as good. Easily not as good. But yeah. Yeah, enjoy. You're on Japan server, but I've moved to the UK. Oh, nice. Welcome. So I wanted to ask, how is the population on EU servers? They're all pretty much the same these days. You get a couple of spiked interest towards like Cerberus and Ragnarok on Chaos, and then you have the same kind of, you know, there's one or two servers that have the most on Light as well, because we've got Chaos and we've got Light. Those are the two data centers for EU. But I play on Chaos. There's enough people that there are queues on nearly every server when there's like a major content patch. Ragnarok does have really big queues though. Like really big queues. We've seen thousands of people on expansion launches and stuff, but hopefully that'll be alleviated this time, because the reason they tried to do those cloud data center testing, if you heard about that, essentially what they're doing is they're temporarily placing cloud data centers so to alleviate stress on expansion launches and other launches. So what you'll be able to do is on the character select screen, instead of logging into your home world, well, before the character select screen, you'll be able to click a button to then change temporarily to one of those cloud data centers. And those can be like, technically they could be stacked way more. Like they could just create new ones. They're fake servers that are actually there but aren't at the same time. So they're playing with lots of methods to alleviate the, you know, the stress on those days. But then as soon as it's died down a little bit, you know, once the peak times are off, you can just come back. Similar to how the world visit system works, if you've ever done that, or the data center visit system. Queue times are short on EU. I mean, we're in a content drought in between content patches, so yeah, there's like a couple of people queuing, maybe 22 at maximum at 5 p.m. About 22, 30 people maximum, unless the server gets DDoSed again, which happened the other day, and we ended up with like a few thousand in queue. All right, let's go. You're on Sargatanus. Why is it called a legacy? So originally, when the 2.0 version of the game was released, so originally there was 1.0, okay, which was the game that they remade into A Realm Reborn. In 2.0, the first servers that were created, like the ones that carried over from 1.0, a lot of the people who had created characters in 1.0 were automatically placed on those servers. The ones that were not legacy listed at the time were for new characters, right? So new characters only. So if you had a character from... But you could still create characters on the legacy servers. So if you had a character from 1.0, it carried on and was automatically on there. But you could also create new characters there if you wanted to. And that's basically what it means. It means that it's a legacy server. It has 1.0 characters potentially on there from the launch. These days it means nothing. Absolutely nothing. But normally you will see that legacy servers will have a greater population, usually, than the other servers. Because they were some of the first to be populated. You know what I mean? Yo, Sakura, how you doing? Well, come on in. We're doing some PvP. We did... I was going to do a ton of the Alliance raids of Thalia. We did one run with a couple of people from chat. And we got the Ochon Minion on the first run. And there was my entire plans for the stream just evaporated. So now we're back in PvP. We're just playing around with people in chat. So if you want to join up, do PvP. We're on the casual mode on EU. I play on Chaos Data Center. So, and we're also hanging out on Ragnarok server if you want to come say hi on the Rauga's Reach. I can't speak apparently. Jumping puzzle. That's pretty normal on most MMOs? Yeah. Well, it's kind of like some people for the longest time see them as kind of like a prestige thing as well. I don't necessarily, but I do have a bit of a connection to Ragnarok because it was my first server and it still is, sort of thing. This is where I played since the beta of 2.0. Which was a very long time ago. But this character is not a 1.0 character. Mione was never the 1.0 character on my... it was a separate account. But I never had enough subscription time on anyway to get the legacy tattoo or anything like that. And the reason it's not the same account as the one I played in 1.0... I forgot the email address. So I made a new one for beta, and that's the one I stuck with. But like I say, the other account doesn't have it doesn't have the reduced cost subscription or anything like that, so there's not much point. Doesn't worry me too much. It'd be nice if I had bothered to, you know, subscribe to the game more than I did back in 1.0, but quite honestly, the reason that I don't have stuff like that is because I thought the game was not very good. Truth be told, I was not a fan of Final Fantasy XIV. It was not feeling like a legitimate MMO. It felt more like they were trying anything they physically could to try and cash in at the time. And obviously that is not the case now. It's not what I feel now. But it didn't feel good. It was not a good experience. There are some parts that people are nostalgic for. Not me. I can't say there was any redeeming quality other than the community that tried to build itself around the game. Nowadays, amazing. I'm dead again, aren't I? But yeah, 1.0 and 2.0 were very different beasts. Very different beasts. And that's why it always amazes me that people ask for like a 1.0 classic. I don't know why. After playing it, I don't know. It's one of those nostalgia things, like rose-tinted glasses, I suppose. More often than not, the people who say stuff like that probably had the most affiliation with the people that they played with at the time, and they think it was the game when in actual fact it was probably the people they played with and the fun they had together. So I'll take it. One is better than nothing. Unbelievable. I missed my opportunity there, didn't I? Nice one, Ninja. Nice. We had the same idea there. Just that guy in particular had to die right there, right then. At all costs. That's good. I don't want to ignore him. I want to kill him. Why is there an ignore list on that one? That's weird. Huh? Wait, what? Oh, there we go. I'm trying to make sense of the markings. Don't know what those mean, but there we go. I always thought the line through it was don't attack this person, but that doesn't make sense when they were like on 10 health. I don't know. I know nothing. No, okay. Okie dokie. Oh, how did I just walked through a ball and it didn't give me the ball? What? But it's ball o'clock. Oh, I did a bad thing. I thought they were alive. Oh. I didn't. Let's just not talk about that one. I wasn't focusing on anything other than balls. I just had balls on the mind. That was the only thing on my mind. Just pure balls. Have I tried Final Fantasy XI? I have. I enjoyed Final Fantasy XI, but I never got to an end game situation or high level. Not from the lack of trying. It's the sort of game that you need 2 Wikipedias open to play, and that's not a bad thing. I enjoyed it. But I think I missed the glory days of that. See, I was never able to play Final Fantasy XI when I was a kid, when that came out, because my mum would never have let me have dial-up internet. We were just not allowed that. That was not something that she would ever consider. She was not willing to allow that to happen in the household, so no internet. It was only up until like 2006 that we actually got internet. And I got a laptop and started playing like World of Warcraft and stuff like that. But yeah. Yeah, plus we couldn't really get any better than that anyway for the longest time because we live in the countryside and it was there was no internet. Nowadays we've got fiber optic internet coming out the wall. It's great. Great fun. Right, let's queue again. Whoop. Chester, hello. I know you can't touch this topic, but I think the mass WoW refugee and BFA really hurt 14 with mainly the negative Nancy WoW streamers. It seems many of the older 14 creators have either quit or started trashing the game. Hopefully you never delve into that negativity. Negativity, here's the thing, Chester. Negativity will get you views, okay? The analytics on YouTube thrives off of people being as negative as humanly possible. However, the short-term gains of that massive spike peter off to a point where essentially people will just hate you. The community that you attract at that point is not worth it. If you have any interest in having any longevity past the next like 3 years on the platform, and if you want to be remotely taken seriously, then you kind of have to, you know, make the choice. It's like, right, do I get the quick influx of viewers and just trash the game do React content in a negative way that direction, or do I sit here and be, you know, be yourself and be truthful? I mean, some people are just inherently like that, and, you know, but I know what you mean. Some people have come out of the woodwork as being like, I hate X game now. I only play it for the views. We are hate playing at that point. I mean, I don't understand it. If I didn't like Final Fantasy XIV the next day, like say tomorrow I woke up and suddenly they made a, I don't know what they could even do to make me not want to play the game, but I don't know, remove Makote. There we go. Then I wouldn't be like, oh, you know, terrible developers, blah, 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 you know, insert horribleness here. I'd be like, all right, well, game's no longer for me. I'm not the target demographic. Bye. Next. I will not play something that I don't enjoy, you know? If I don't enjoy something and we try it out on a stream, like on Twitch, you don't see me play it again. It's as simple as that. But more often than not, I find it easier to be like, okay, it wasn't my cup of tea. There are people who do like that or do want this or whatever. I think there's a bit of give and take with any kind of fandom, right? But I don't know. I know for a fact that I will personally never get as you know, to the same kind of success as many creators in the field, a very oversaturated field, because of those analytics. And that's fine. If we were doing this just for money, then it would just be all React content and drama. Because that's the thing that people are most interested in these days, but I don't know. Oh, that was a dirty kill. I like that. That was fun. Oh, he's stealing our heals. Cheeky. Come here. Actually, don't come here. You're quite deadly. Ah! Oh no, that's what I get. You bait a monk, and that's what you get. Good to see you stream on Twitch as well. Yeah, we stream on both YouTube and Twitch now, yeah. At the same time. The only things that we don't stream on the YouTube side of things on the 14 YouTube channel is anything that isn't 14. So let's say we play, I don't know, Five Nights at Freddy's. That'll be on Twitch only. Because of not wanting to ruin what little demographic I have. But yeah, back to your point. I mean, yeah, I personally disagree with the term WoW refugee, because that would include me. Because that also insinuates that you wouldn't play more than one game, right? Or you're associated with only one game. And my sort of almost at this point ADHD levels of gameplay with so many different games to play at once, it just doesn't sit. It doesn't work. You can't label somebody as a certain game, I don't think. You can try to do that, and there are definitely stereotypes that sometimes some people fit into, but I don't think it's inherently a problem of the game, but more of the community that they're engaging with within the sub-communities of said game, if that makes sense. You know, I played World of Warcraft for most of my teenage life, as I suppose most other people did, until they fancied a change, or some people still play the same games today, all of them, you know. They log on 1 month on WoW, they'll pay for a subscription the next month on 14, and a lot of my close friends do exactly that. They base their subscriptions to MMOs based on what content's out this week or this next week, you know. But I will agree with you on the point that it does appear to be more popular to do negative-based click-related content. That's just the way the world is, you know? Look at news articles on any popular news page or website or anywhere, really. Any form of media. You're always going to get more clicks on a terrorist attack or a criminal situation than you are on somebody being cured of cancer, for example. You know, that's the sick reality of humanity. That's the truth of it. But the way I see it is, as long as I can still have a small knit community with people that, you know, want to engage with the type of stuff I do, then so be it. I don't think there's any reason I would need to change, or at least not in my viewpoints. This is a tough one. I'm struggling on this. There we go. I think it might be the Astro. Yeah. The Astro is really strong. Holy moly. I mean, I think we've won this, but that was a tough struggle. I don't know. And this monk terrifies me. Actually terrifies me. Yay! You went after me instead of a crystal. Nice. GG. That was a really good match. I enjoyed that. Definitely going to give that to the White Mage, because they did some serious work. I put myself in danger like 50 times for no reason. Let's read some chat. Sorry, I was multitasking very badly. Could see great reply on point. Thank you for your insight. Yeah, absolutely. Includes you as well. You've loved WoW for 6 years, but gave Final Fantasy a try, and you've loved it. Same. The last time I played World of Warcraft properly, I have played it since, but properly, like with a raid group, was Mists of Pandaria. So my knowledge of WoW at the moment is a little bit lackluster. Like, I don't know much about it anymore, but I still have the highest hopes for the game. And to see Bobby Kotick finally fuck off from the company, sorry, but I will say that, is a blessing. Because the last thing Blizzard Entertainment needs right now is that man at the helm. And it's so nice that they've got that kind of freedom. Now, whatever they do going forward can inherently be, you know, the freedom that allows for now, the toxicity that's been lifted, I think will be a huge relief for the employees at that company. You know, with all the crap that they've had to deal with on top of that, it can only be a good thing. And you see people like, as someone mentioned yesterday, Russell Brower, the original composer, apparently is back at Blizzard, which is amazing. He should have never have left in the first place. His music was amazing. Plenty of talented designers and artists. Hopefully they get rehired or, you know, reabsorbed into it, because that was the heart and soul of the game, is how it looked and felt and sounded. And Chris Metzen, you know, the lore master himself and the voice of Thrall, you know. But he was a really, really solid, you know, solid addition. And when they lost him, it was pretty awful. But now he's back. So it didn't make me want to buy the next expansion for WoW personally, but I think my own time with the game came to a close a long time ago, and it would take a lot for Blizzard to make me want to, you know, play the game again, like properly. You know what I mean? Like, I'll play the game again. I'll give them, you know, 30 days of subscription when an expansion comes out. I'll try it out for a bit, but nah, the days of me only raiding and, you know, TOT or or any of that stuff, long gone, I'm afraid. And now I just suck at Savage in Final Fantasy XIV, so there we go. Oh dear. age does an incredible thing to people. You think when you're a teenager, you're going to be doing the same stuff forever at the same skill level. And as soon as you hit 30 upwards, it's just like, okay, where have my reaction times gone? What is going on with my like hand-eye coordination? So, yeah. Still fun though. Is it just time you won't get back into our... Is it just time you won't... I think mostly, yeah. Time is a huge limiter when it comes to anything for me these days, because if I'm not making a video or streaming something, not only is it a waste analytically, which a lot of people will tell you who's a content creator, but more realistically, it makes you feel guilty. Like if I go on Steam and I see my Steam list of all of the ridiculous amounts of games I've bought in sales for the past however long, like 13 years or something, the amount of games that I've actually played comparatively to what I've purchased is shocking. Like it's criminal almost. There are some really big games that I have not played that I've purchased. So for me to find time properly to play something like WoW at the same time as 14, that's not going to happen. But part of that is the part of the fix for that for me mentally as well as analytically for me was to try and partner my second YouTube channel, which we got partnered thanks to everybody who watched. And by the way, there is still a giveaway on until my birthday, which we'll link in a moment after this match, which is like a Gleam giveaway. And all you have to do is like visit a channel. I'm not asking you to subscribe or anything, just a visit. And that enters you and a couple other bits and pieces like that, like following on Twitter and stuff like that. And that's for an Encyclopedia Eorzea Volume 3. But a lot of people did actually press the subscribe button when they tuned in and have been watching the content. And we managed to get partnered as of this morning on YouTube on that second channel, which is unbelievable. And I don't know what to say to that other than it fixes so many of my mental blockages. You have no idea. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Once I'm done with this, I'll link it again. You got a sub badge? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I really appreciate that. Some of the things that on YouTube we want to make better, especially on the emote side of things and other benefits. So now that we're going to be streaming more on this YouTube channel as well as making YouTube content, I want to do some members only content as well. Because I know for a fact there's not a lot of reasons to, you know, to support via that method. But I want to give incentives and reward people for doing stuff like that. So, yeah. If you've got any ideas for things we could do for that sort of content, I'd be totally down for stealing that idea and doing it. Oh, that's dangerous. I went too deep. I dug too deep. Okay. No. You stay away. Ah, you tried. It was a worthy attempt, but no. Why am I going after the Black Mage anyway? That's not a good idea. I should... Hold on a minute. No, the monk! Ah, no! Death again. You want to get into YouTube, but I don't play one game or one type of game only? Which is the sole reason why I set up the second channel, so that we can do a multitude of stuff over there, so that I don't ruin the algorithm over here. But yeah, thank you so much for the membership. I really appreciate that. Oh, that's the dancer thing, isn't it? Seduce. I forgot about that. I'm miles away. Was that the LB that killed all of the people? What? Huh. I should probably focus on the game a little bit more. My multitasking is pretty dire, to say the very least. Oh, juicy numbers. Come back here. No, why did I got charged into a wall? What? I tried to charge you and I got stuck on a wall. That's shenanigans, that is. Don't like that. Oh my goodness. The bubble. Oh my goodness. It never fails to be entertaining, this. It really doesn't. As long as you don't take PvP seriously at all, this is the most fun you can have. Oh! Being murdered by samurai. There we go. That's how we finish that sentence. Let me try and catch up with chat. Yeah, the best advice I could give you, Tyverus, if you want to create variety content on YouTube, is to just do it. The other advice, past that being, you know, obviously the most basic answer you could have expected, is try to look into shorts to further content. So if you use shorts to accelerate other pieces of content, people's retention, viewership increases based on where a short was from. So if you were to do a short clip from something that was entertaining, get the most entertaining bit out of something, use that as a short, you could then link the main video directly to that short, and it does actually increase viewership onto that original content. The other thing you could do, a technique that I intend to use as well, that I've learnt recently from a lot of other YouTubers, is to try and find the one thing in the video. So when you're making a video, find the one thing in that video that either people have A, never seen before, or B, that would be the most interesting thing or the most entertaining thing, or something that happened that you're proud of. Or say, for instance, I don't know, if you're doing a PvP video for 14, let's just use it as an example. You use the first 5 seconds of the video as a kill. Okay? And the reason you do that is because people's retention, like viewership, dips down. Oh, I didn't stand on the thing. That's my own fault for multitasking. Sorry about that. I swear I'll focus on the next one. My bad. People's attention span will completely drop off if your video starts, like many of mine do, halfway through. So what you want to do is show them a piece of a video that they're going to see and lead expectations up to that point by bringing it into the first 5 seconds, which is why a lot of YouTubers have like, oh my god, did you see that? And there's like I don't know, someone gets shot or something in a first-person shooter, and then you have the intro of a video going, hi guys, I'm doing this today, and then it leads up to that point where that happened, that entertaining segment. And the more you can do of that, and some people like to splice in, like if there's multiple successful parts of that video, like 3 or 4 clips at the front of that, and then you're trying to drive people's attention to those parts by sneaking it in at the start, making people go, what the? And then they watch the rest of it halfway through to then see that moment, and then they'll actually continue watching because they got treated to that serotonin to find more of that later as well. Does that make sense? You hate those intros? You might hate those intros, but they work. The biggest YouTubers currently on any gaming video will do that. And that's the reason why. Because people will not watch a video unless it has that kind of trick, that kind of visual appeal. And it can be done well, you know. It doesn't necessarily mean do it in a spammy way or anything. Just a little tease. And sometimes that's enough. However, it doesn't really fit my kind of format. So where I would use that is probably in highlight reels and things like that. So for my type of content, it's, hello, here's the thing that happened. This is where it's happening. There are the details. There's a link to it. This is what I think of it. Basically. But if I did do, I don't know, let's say for the other channel, I did a Blue Protocol video in the future, the way I would seriously look at doing it is trying to find a thing that looked amazing and having that as like the driving click. Because a lot of people also have YouTube on autoplay, right? A lot of people tell me, please don't put Fashion Report into the Final Fantasy XIV playlist that you made, because I leave the Final Fantasy XIV playlist on autoplay and watch it whilst I drive my car, and I don't want Fashion Report from 3 weeks ago to appear on that. And as soon as I realized that that's what people were doing, I stopped using that particular playlist. And it's true. People use that, but it's the first like 5 seconds of a video. Sometimes the most important. But that's just my advice. That's just one of the things. The other piece of advice I could give you is regular content. Yeah. Even if you get 10 views on something, don't let it put you off, you know? You take those 10 views and you go, right, can I imagine a room with 10 people in it plus me? You know, imagine you're on a stage and you've got a microphone and there's 10 people there. And then you go, right, the next video, it got 15 people watching it. Doesn't sound like a lot when you say the word 15, you know, like the number. But when you imagine 15 people, 20 people, 30 people, you start to realize that's like the size of a class. And then you get to the size of like a small hall. And then you panic a bit when you realize the size of some of the other videos. You know, it's the best way to look at it. Don't see any number as a negative, and don't judge your entire content based on it. But that's all I will say. Do what you want to do, and if you do it well enough and repeat enough of it, then it will happen naturally. If you're after the quick views and the quick money, A, it's the wrong industry these days because of saturation, or B, you want to go for the clickbait drama related stuff that we talked about earlier that I can't stand, because that's the only way you're going to get there. That's the only other way. But there we go. That was my answer. It's like the React face for thumbnails. Yeah, that it is. It's a thing. Wasn't it Mr. Beast who was like, I mean, I'm not condoning any YouTubers' names here. Certainly not people that I watch or not watch. I don't care. But he said that when they were testing thumbnails out, it came down to him having an open mouth with teeth or a closed mouth smiling. And the one wasn't it the one with teeth was getting more views or something? It had like higher click rate. It's weird. If you start to look into that, it gets really weird, man. But I would just, my personal opinion, make what you want to make. You know, and then deal with criticism in the... Here's how you deal with criticism. You do not do what I did on my first few years of YouTube. You do not see it as a negative. You see it as a positive because you have absolutely no idea how the person is sounding when they're typing this. A lot of people aren't native English speakers. They'll say something, you'll read it wrong, you'll draw the negatives out of it when there isn't any. But they will have said it for a reason. And if you take that on board, you will actually find it reaps the rewards. Because that's my biggest regret on YouTube was to listen to my inner voice instead of what people were actually typing. Nowadays, it's a little more difficult because people just hate the fact that, you know, I do news videos and they see it as, what was the exact term? Low effort content, I think it was. At that point, you have to take it as a compliment because they're only salty that people are actually watching that content and people rely on you for something. And I like that feeling. I like the reliance. So that's what makes me want to do more of it, as well as other formats and other features. And yeah. Listen to yourself, but only to the point where you're not blanking out the criticism in front of you. There you go. Let's do some more PvP. We're getting way too deep on this. That means making Final Fantasy content for me. Can't wait for Rebirth. Oh, nice. Yeah, Rebirth's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing my sub box filled with all of the lovely people I usually watch just playing it and nerding out over it. It's going to be great. Working customer service? Oh, dude, no. I worked retail for a lot of my teenage life, and I will never put myself through that. Never again. Hopefully. Strimmer, do you do React content? Might be good, to be honest. Reacting to other YouTubers, no. Reacting to news, yes. Yeah. I think that's my limitation. I'm not going to react to somebody for any reason. To be fair. Am I streaming FanFest on Saturday? The thing about that is I usually do the like the keynote breakdown and stuff requires me to be very proactive with print screen, with recording options, with script writing, taking screenshots, basically everything that wouldn't be very good to stream. There's a lot of concentration, there's a lot of translation to be done, especially for the dev panels and things like that. So I will say, unfortunately, I will not stream any reactions to the keynote at the very least because of how busy I will be. Because the quicker I can get stuff done and the more... so we need to increase the quality, but also the speed of which it goes out, okay? So the quality section requires me to be full focused, listening, reading, and reading all of the translations, collating that, bullet pointing things, making shorthand, taking screenshots, recording segments if I need to, making sure it's all in the right order so that we can make the video, breaking all of that down for people who didn't watch the keynote, or if something is in a different language, within the first hour at least of it going out. So I will say no, I will not be streaming at least the keynote. As for anything else, I don't know. We could probably try to fix that into the future if I can get volunteers to help in the future with some part of that creation. I don't know exactly how that would work, but it's something I can look at. But this time, no, I will not be streaming the keynote. But you will have lots of videos that day. It's going to be a fun day, actually. The most fun I have is when there's like a lot of stuff that I can talk about and look at and analyze, and we should have a full-blown trailer, like the fully extended trailer, so we can do a trailer analysis towards the end of the day, hopefully. We can do, you know, I've been trying to map out the world in my head, like where everything fits in. We did quite a successful video before where we looked at, you know, what we know so far and where all of the zones are located, and we could, you know, theory craft a little bit and speculate as to what things mean and nerd out generally about most things. So yeah, it's kind of like Christmas Day for me. I enjoy it more than I probably should. I don't know. Sorry, my multitasking is not great, as I say. I tend to ramble in PvP. It's very impressive how fast you get the videos out. The only reason they go out as fast as they do is through practice and complete silence. Which is one of the things that I'm doubting that I could do very effectively if I was to stream it. That's the only problem. Like, I love the idea of reacting to announcements, but like live. But I'm not sure I would be able to produce content to the same quality. Probably a lot worse, and I don't want to take that risk. Because my content is already, you know, as good as I can get it, but it's not where I want it to be. I'm dead. Yeah, on the co-op side, on Twitch and the second YouTube channel, we have a plan now. We have a plan of how to make that work for other games, Miss Loot. So, yes. And then we can do some proper collabs without bleeding audio between microphones in the same room, that sort of stuff. Yeah, I look forward to it. Oh, I can't wait for this weekend. It's going to be so good. And the more we talk about it, the more hypes I get. I love it. Oh, dear. So what are you excited for most? I will ask you, Chaz. What's the thing that makes you most excited? Out of all of the potential announcements, what's got you you most clawing at the desk, so to speak? Nice. Nice win. GG. This person has an amazing plate, so they get a commendation. Cookie Cat says new class. Yeah. So what do we think it's going to be, Cookie? You know someone that has 3 channels where like the third one is just VODs? Yeah. I don't know. I really don't know if I can maintain 3 channels. 2 is going to be a real test for me this year. If I can pull off this year, 2024, with 2 partnered YouTube channels and a Twitch, with streaming and videos and being consistent and to the same quality, then I will judge that as a success, no matter what viewership. A 3rd channel? Whew. At that point, we need somebody to do that for me. There's no way I can do that. There's a lot on my shoulders. And then somehow I've got to find time for a raid group as well. It's... yeah. Yeah. If they make the midget bunnies playable, I'm swapping immediately. I love the way... the Leporets. Only if the voice lines are squeaky will I play those. Yeah, that'd be amazing. With the hint at the end of a story, defo, not green mage, not in its form. This game can't handle debuffs. I mean, it doesn't have to necessarily be. It could just be the name Green Mage, right? And the lore of what would be 14's Green Mage. It doesn't necessarily mean that it would be just like, here's a load of debuffs. It would be more of like their take on it, you know? Same how Gunbreaker is their take on what Squall and, you know, Cypher had in Final Fantasy VIII is nowhere near the same thing. It just happens to use a gunblade. It could be the same kind of interpretation. This is a Final Fantasy XIV Green Mage, which has nothing to do with this, but still nature-y. I don't know. I don't know. Anything is on the cards at this point, isn't it? The birthday month already. Yeah. Yeah, Fran's birthday is coming up soon, and then my birthday is the following Thursday afterwards. Oh, I said I was going to link that flipping giveaway and I haven't. Sorry. I'll do that in a moment. They have to have a squeaky voice, yeah. You want your debuff class? That was Summoner. And then look how they massacred your boy. Is Crystalline Conflict played a lot? Yeah. Yeah. At least the casual mode. The ranked mode is only really as popular, like instant queue, closer to major patches or content drops for PvP. But the casual mode is just full of people like me just chilling out. I'm stuck in gold at the moment on ranked, unfortunately. But yeah, most people just do it for the rank ups, for the trophy crystals, and just to chill out, really. It's just fun. I never thought I would be the person to say that PvP is fun, especially when previous PvP in this game was not to my liking, like with the feast. But I really enjoy it. I suck at it, but it's so much fun. And we can all suck together. That sounds really bad, actually. Let's not say that. That's how we get put on lists, I think. Oh, dear. Yeah, literally, that is what she said, yes. Definitely. Hey, whoa. Come back here. Get him. Get him, Bun. Get him. Whoa, he's running away. No. My plan. It's broken. Oh, this isn't going to end well for me, is it? I need to leave. Oh boy. I went in the wrong hole. That's what happens when you don't look where you're going. Don't worry, Mioni, I'm sure you're on the list already. What kind of list? Am I shortlisted for a prize? As soon as I equipped the VTube avatar, that was when I got placed on the list. I can guarantee that. Yeah. You're a VTuber, and it's a female VTube avatar, and you're a man. We've had that before. I would like to see said list. Arnveld says, Mioni, how is your voice so freaking good? I don't know, it's about as good as my PvP skills, which are dwindling. How are you doing this? Are you an actor? An actor? I wish. That'd be amazing. I don't know how I'd fit that into like a day-to-day sort of thing, but one thing I've always wanted to do is try my hand at voice acting, but every time I try to make a reel, because a lot of places ask for a reel, I just listen to it back, laugh at how bad it is, and then delete it. So if you want monotone, scratchy voice narrator, I'm your man. Anything else? I don't know. Oh dear. Anytime people say that, I'm like, have you never heard of Dr. Girlfriend from Venture, brother? What's that, Miss Lee? I've never heard of that. I'm a guy, but your voice is seriously really good. Oh. I'll take the compliment. No, I honestly never did anything with it. It wasn't always this way. When I was a teenager, I was quite scratchy voiced, quite high pitched. Hello, my name's Mioni. No, it wasn't like that. Oh, I can't even do it. But a magical thing happened when I went to college. It was called crippling depression. Sorry. No, And then things never were the same at that point. The tables, they did turn. I'm in for a treat then if I've not heard that voice. Dr. Girlfriend. Dr. Girlfriend. Don't make me Google this. You need 75 PW. Oh, why did I think Peace Walker in my head? Too much Metal Gear. Providence Watcher scales. There we go. Brain cells. Activate. I have 29. Wait, 75? Why do you need 75 Providence Watcher scales? Oh, you mean for like all of the weapons? I mean, you could just use crystals, no? Can't you buy them from a Skywatcher? I forget. Or was that the other one? It's been a while. I'm pretty sure I've sent you a clip before. If you have, I was probably terrified and blanked it out of my mind forever. That's usually what happens if something is so bad. Instead of reacting to it, my brain just goes, that didn't exist. Bye. It's like, see you later, brain cells. Have a good one. Bye, Mioni's head. And then I'm at ease, you see. I'm at peace then. Thank you for the follows on Twitch. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Ah! I must defeat the bard. Must defeat the bun bun. I feel bad about that, actually. Sorry. I actually do feel bad about that. Because everybody else lynched you as well. Sorry. You can get payback on me now. It's fine. That's how this works. Ooh, the heals are tasty, eh? Not tasty enough, though, eh? Okay, so they want to kill the machinist, alright? Sounds good. That's that one. Alright, and then they've marked this one. I do like organization. Very good. I'm gonna die, though. Yep. There was a ninja to the face. You feel bullied. I know. How do you feel? How do you think I feel? Yeah, find me a clip of that that's like safe for work, and we'll watch it on stream. Just link it in chat. It's fine. Then you'll have my honest opinion on Dr. Girlfriend live. Hashtag react streamer. Apparently. No ninjutsus. No. That's my flesh. I want it back. I shall peel it off your blades. Give me back my flesh. Immediately. Oh, what? You chickened out. What? Oh, but you died anyway. I wish I could take credit for that. I have acquired my flesh. It is back. What is all this? What do the money things do in this game mode? I've never known. Do they do something? What do they do a thing? I don't know. Do they like increase something? I am very noob when it comes to that. I have no idea. You're being murdered by the other team. Yeah. Yeah, that's PvP. Oh, they charge the LB? Oh. I never knew that. It's only been 84 years and I have got this realization. Ah. That would make sense. That would actually make sense, huh? Whoops. You know, they say content drought, but here I am sitting in a queue. Really? How big is the queue? Can't be more than 20 people, surely. Surely. Finding a safe one is the hard part. Oof. Oof. Ooh. You get the commendation because you're the last man standing. Hey, made by Marto. How you doing? Welcome on in. GG indeed. GG. All right, let's do some more. The fun doesn't stop until it stops. Why is the last... Why is every level after 30 just pain and suffering to try and level up? We've been at this for hours. Not even a single level. That's probably because I'm sucking, but yeah, there we go. Not much, 40? That's not too bad. You can't do that for high datos. Oh, yeah, they never added a catch-up mechanic, did they? Ah. That's why I made that video. I remember. Oh, yeah, maybe I need to make another video. And scream at the ceiling. You just realized all my Final Fantasy boyfriends will be represented in Dawntrail. You've got Squall as Gunbreaker and Zidane as Viper. Oh, yeah. A bit of Monkey Tail. Nice. Hopefully the Final Fantasy IX references are, like, heavy in Dawntrail. And I hope that they do some kind of magical announcement of a remake of 9 or a remaster or something. Isn't that a rumor that there's a Final Fantasy IX remake or remaster or whatever in the works? I would love that to be true because 9 is awesome. You're off? All right, have a good one. I'll see you later. Coming from your YouTube videos, I love your videos and your voice is just so soothing to listen to. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All of the lovely people are coming out today. Thank you. My intention is to do a lot more streams on both YouTube and Twitch. So you should see a lot more of me, whether you like it or not. Hey, Ellie. You just got off work and figured I'd check in before I start making dinner. Did you get the Minion? Not only did we get the Minion, Ellie, you'll never guess. We got it on the first run. That run that we started when you went back to work. I think I rolled, what was it, was it a 96 chat? Something like that? Ridiculous roll. Ridiculous roll. So we got very lucky, and then I was like, well, there goes the plans for this stream. Let's do PvP. And so we've been doing PvP ever since. So I was very, very lucky to get the last minion that I needed. So that's me completed with all of the minions obtainable in the game at the moment. That doesn't include the premium ones, obviously. There's some I miss. But yeah, we have all of them so far. So that puts me in a good position for 6.55 when inevitably they add another 4 or 5. Can't wait. Not only am I excited for 6.55's Hildebrand related, oh, I'm gonna die here. Hildebrand related mounts like the UFO, but I would love them to add like the UFO, the poo-poo UFO as a minion as well. I don't know if that's something they could do because we have poo-poo, like the little alien dude, but we don't have the UFO. When I saw that being a Final Fantasy VIII fan, like my favorite Final Fantasy game is 8. When I saw Poo Poo for the first time, just the pure happiness on my face. If you could have only seen it. It was so good. I'm so happy that 8's getting some representation in this game. It's brilliant. As well with Eden and stuff like that. GG, that was good. There you go, Mr. Bun Bun. You get the com on that one. You did work there. UFO with a hands, yeah. 8 is your favorite? Nice choice, nice choice. Do I really like PvP that much? I mean, it's fun, isn't it? I mean, it's one of those things that you play until you get frustrated and then you walk away from and then you come back later and do more of it. But I think when you're playing with viewers like I am right now, it's the most entertaining thing that we could be doing right now on stream, especially when there's no other content really happening. Yo, I need to tap to see that, I think. Oh, no, I don't. Scarlet, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So unofficially, but kind of officially, we called our little following the 777 Whiskers because I love Namazu. So welcome to the Whiskers. Enjoy your emotes. You're from YouTube. Thank you so much for the support. I love the fact that we have access to both like Twitch and YouTube now, because originally we didn't have that. Twitch was pretty adamant that they didn't want you to do anything on YouTube for the longest time. So you had to choose and or on separate days, but with the relaxation of those rules towards the last half of 2023, we made the decision to buy a subscription for Restream. And Restream is basically, instead of streaming just straight to YouTube, it streams to, and Twitch, it streams to a website that then distributes that to both platforms. So it's a bit pricey. We're trying it out. There are some other options, but I don't think any of them have any higher quality. So yeah, that's what it comes down to. There is a slight delay that it puts on there that I can't change. But as long as the streams look okay and, you know, they sound okay, then that's all I care about, really. The more people, the better. So you sent me a clip. Let me press this button so I don't accidentally, like, dox information on the stream. And I'll click this. Oh, boy. Oh, it's an Adult Swim. Oh, okay. I like Adult Swim. All right, let's watch this together then. Is this going to be like that, the crocodile video? Okay, hold on. Let's watch this. I need to get the reference you're on about. So, the Monarch and Dr. Girlfriend discuss style.
Everyone is here.
It's quite a turnout.
Look over there. It's the bearded specter. Oh my god, look what he's got on.
Are those giant shorts and tiny pants?
Who's still wearing those?
Are those giant shorts and tiny pants? Yes. Yes, they are. What kind of accent is that? What American accent is that?
It's the bearded specter. Oh my god, look what he's got on.
Are those giant shorts and
Giant shorts.
Who's still wearing?
Giant shorts and tiny pants. I can't do it. That's just insulting to everybody who's American. Oh dear. Boston. Rhode Island? Maybe. Maybe. To where do I need to reach to select story skip for a new character? So you can story skip your character if you wanted to as soon as you've made the character. So if you create a character, go through I would go through the tutorial because you need access to the mailbox anyway. So go through that tutorial until, like, say for instance, let's say you started as a conjurer or something. You'd be in New Gridania. There'll be a section of the game that you have to play through before you access the actual game proper. It's like about 10-20 seconds worth of skipping cutscenes. And then as soon as you start seeing people, then you're in the open world. If you go to anywhere that is a mailbox, then log out, then you'll be able to purchase the skip on the Final Fantasy XIV store. If that's what you want to do, of course. Especially if it's not your, if this is a second character, then absolutely. But if this is your first ever character in Final Fantasy XIV, me personally, I always try to recommend people to give the storyline a chance. But if it's not, then that's absolutely fine, of course. But you do you, absolutely. You got a quest to go to Central Gridania. Thing is, I already have 8 characters in Japan. And your EU character isn't showing. Oh. There should be a drop down for the data center choice, and then also a drop down for the server. Make sure that you choose whichever data center you've just created a character on, be that if it's on EU, it'll be on either Chaos or Light, and then you'll be able to find what server you made your character on. Presumably yours is a Japanese account as well, so it should be the same layout, I think. Oh, I figured you were an older player, but I have to say that because some people are like, how dare you, Mioni? How dare you promote story skips in this wonderful game? And I always have to try and reiterate that, my stance on it. Because some people get angry at that, Some people do get very angry. Yeah, it should just show you on the drop down. Let me just quickly tab for a second, and I'll have a look. Give me a sec. The audio might duck up and down a little bit. It should just be there. If not, the game might not have like the way it's built in is it digitally signs your character to the lodestone. So once you create a character, there's usually a period of time before it will update that character exists. I don't know exactly how long that is, and it seems to differ. But if I remember correctly, when I tried to boost one of my alts on a US server to play with US players, I ended up having to wait, I think I waited like half an hour or something like that before I could see it. So I do remember, now I think about it, that there was some kind of issue that I had. But, yeah. Whilst I'm here, I'm tabbed, because I'm just looking at this, let me get this link for you. Sorry, I'm finding it difficult to multitask. And when I multitask, I speak very slowly. Like I'm in reverse. There we go. Right, so this is that giveaway I told you about. That's running up until my birthday, so if you want to have a chance, there are over 900 people so far that have entered into that, which I feel somewhat guilty because there's only one book, but I bought a second copy of the Encyclopedia Eorzea, which comes sealed, obviously, with the Fortuno minion code and everything included. So yeah, you can help me and probably help yourself in the process. But it feels like I should have more on there. I didn't think it would have quite as many people click it as it has. So I do feel like I should probably do a follow-up giveaway at that point. But we'll get to that bridge when we get to it. Let's give away this first, because I did say that anybody in the world can enter that, and I've got to send that physically in the mail. So, wish me luck. Right, let me tab back into 14 again, because it's the second PC, and if I don't mute the audio from that, it goes da-dun. Nobody likes a da-dung, because you suddenly realize, was that my PC that they made that noise? But no. Alright, let's do some more PvP. I'm interested. We'll do a little bit more. I'm enjoying myself. You're going to try for it just so you have to send it to the USA? I tell you what, Miss Loot. If you do win it by some miraculous chance out of all of those people, we'll make a deal. I send you the book. You send me anything that I buy from Hot Topic, because I cannot get it delivered without paying an arm and a leg. So I'll be like, hey, so could you just like have this stuff built, shipped to your house, and then just send it me over like second class? Because the amount of things I want to buy from like GameStop and Hot Topic and places like that, mostly Hot Topic because of Fran, she likes that sort of stuff. That's the deal we would make. We'd become pen pals, but you'd also get a book out of it. Yeah, seriously, I wish more places had worldwide shipping. I'm so envious of a lot of the GameStop exclusives and, you know, all sorts of video game related exclusives that the US gets that I have to cry in England. Go, no, but why am I not included? Worldwide shipping when? And it's always because America. That's the reason given, and I completely understand that. It's one of the privileges of the freedom that America provides, but it doesn't help me, and I feel very envious. You get all the cool stuff, and we get all of the weird stuff, you know? Cry in English, in England. Cry in Englandish. In Great Britainish. Why not move here? 2 reasons. Healthcare. 2, internet. Let's not go into either of those topics, but I think you can probably imagine. And also, where would I live? I do like New York, though. I know a lot of... Every time I say I like New York City, a lot of people say, I don't like New York every time I say it, so I'm not going to say it. I do like it. Alright, let's do some more PvP. New York sucks. It doesn't suck. The bit that I saw, the time that I was there as a tourist, you know, I was in proper tourist mode. I went on the ferry where it was like, it was near Christmas. There was snow. Everywhere looked magical. People were aggressively beeping their horns. You had the, you know, the steam coming up from the sewers. It was every film that I'd seen as a kid in reality. It was exactly as I imagined it. This is when I was a teenager. First couple of years of college, we had an opportunity to go to New York. We were supposed to meet Donald Trump, by the way. I think I've told you this story before, but he backed out on us, fortunately. So we actually ended up not doing any media-related work at all, any coursework. We just had a free holiday at that point. Well, not free, but we had a cheap holiday. So we spent a lot of time just doing what we wanted to. Some of my favorite memories are buying my first ever PlayStation Portable. I got an American version from, I think it was Capitol Records. I went to the NHL place. I can't remember what it was. What was that? What's the name of the place? I'm losing my mind. I'm getting too old now. I bought an ice hockey puck for one of my favorite teams that no longer exists in the NHL. Which, funnily enough, was the Atlanta Thrashers, which, rip. It was a great time. You know, the subway was just as terrifying as I had ever imagined it, you know? It was exactly like Grand Theft Auto. I loved it. I actually really, really loved it. The people were normal for the most part. I was surprised at how just normal I could fit in really easily. I don't know what that says about me as a person. I wouldn't read into it too much, but it felt right. You know when you go to a place and it just feels like, yeah, this is normal. But this was back in what year would it have been? I think it was 2 years after 9/11, because the security was intense. Like, I never had my shoes on the entire time I was in the airport. Like the amount of times they wanted me to take my shoes off and socks, I just walked around the entire airport barefoot the entire time I was there. I got some really weird looks, but I was like, I'm not putting them on just for you to take them off, want me to take them off again in the next 5 minutes. So I walked around barefoot. I understand the security precautions, but that is one of my lasting memories, that it was so close to that we had... I remember one of the things we did as part of the trip was visit Ground Zero and see it for ourselves. It's just... Yeah. Memories like that last forever in your mind, you know? And that's before they did the whole, the new buildings and stuff. It was just rubble, you know? But yeah, I really enjoyed my time there, and we went on the little ferry, and they served, you know, the one that goes around the island, and you get to go up to the Statue of Liberty and all that. And I remember spilling the hottest hot chocolate I have ever experienced in my life on my lap, and burning my genitals. Because the ferry was so rough on the water, I thought that it would be safe to place said hot chocolate on like the side of this like metal thing. It wasn't. I just got like a massive shot of hot chocolate to the genitals, and yeah, that was a memory. But it's part of it. It's part of it. Yeah, I had a really, really good time. It was a good learning experience for me because I'd never been to the States, and I've never been since, sadly. I've always wanted to go back, but yeah, there's just never been an opportunity, sadly. One of my dreams would be to go to like the NA Fan Fest, or to, you know, E3. Those dreams are gone now that E3's gone, but you know, because when you're growing up and you want to become a content creator, you look at all of these conventions and events like E3, and you're like, one day Mioni will go there. No, he won't. I'll show you real food when you come over. Well, you can't show me real bread because it doesn't exist. So anything, you know, the standards are low at that point. But I'm willing to try anything. So that was the only thing that my friend complained about when I was talking to him recently. My friend, you might know Parabella, Lord Snez on YouTube, does glamour videos. He had a business trip to America, and he would not stop complaining about the bread. He was like, how do they have this bread? Why is it just full of sugar? Where is my bread? And apparently he spent the majority of the time trying to find bread. I think at one point he even contemplated like smuggling bread into the country just so that he could have toast in the morning that wasn't full of sugar. Get the man some bread. I know. He had a tough time. I was like, really? Was it really that bad? He was like, yeah, there was no bread. It was all cake in disguise. I was like, oh, okay. The more you know. I know that Pepsi tastes different. I know that doesn't make any sense. But Pepsi that I would buy, not that I drink any fizzy drinks anymore because it defeats the point of a diet, but Pepsi in this country, at least, or at least in Europe, tastes completely different to the stuff you have over there. I was blown away. I remember it was pretty late and we went around to I think it was a 7-Eleven, and we bought a small bottle of Pepsi, which actually is like, I don't know, 55 million liters for some reason. Very cheap though, very cheap. But it tasted so different. It tasted almost, how would I describe it? Just more sweet and more sticky for some reason. It felt like I was drinking like a cough syrup more than a soft drink. I don't know if that's the sweeteners they're using, what difference there is, but that was the thing that most was most notable. Because the rest of the time, I loved the street food. I had pretzels. I had, I had the proper American, like, breakfast pancakes, the stack of pancakes. Oh my God. It took 3 of us to eat at the 1 serving of pancakes. I remember my friend Haley, also in the same course as me, and her friend, she saw me order the pancakes, and when they came out, we thought there was just going to be just, like, maybe 3 tiny pancakes on a plate. It was a stack of them. And then you had this like jug of what appeared to be butter, and then you had like this jug of syrup. I was like, what is going on? There's no way I can eat this. So they ended up eating it as well. And we were fat bastards by the time we'd finished that. We were like, how is this a serving? So there must be so much waste in the USA. That's my only thought, because of how much, at least where we went, maybe it was just there, but the portions were enormous. Enormous. It appeared to be butter. It was like this weird congealed yellow liquid that wasn't solid anymore. But it had like, I don't know, it was white. It looked like fat, basically. It looked like molten fat. So I think it was butter. Was it from a restaurant called IHOP? No. This was, it looked like a 50s diner. I don't know where we went. We got on one of those trains and we got off, and then we had pancakes. I don't know what it was called. It had, it looked kind of like Five Nights at Freddy's in terms of the color scheme. I'm not going to lie. Like the red, the white and the black, and then the neon. How every child in my country would imagine America to look from like the 50s, basically. It was really nice though. Don't get me wrong. But it was enormoso. It was mind-blowing. Over here, if you go for pancakes, you'd get like you'd get the most disappointing looking pancake in a plastic tray with a fork and a bottle of Lyle's golden syrup in a squeezy tube that's half done, that someone has dipped into their food and it's all congealed on the top of it, and they'd be like, have a nice day, mate. So I'm not saying it was bad. I'm saying it was actually really nice. It was a nice experience, but there was a lot of it. Chaos is the raid PvP focus one. Chaos? No, Chaos and there is no distinction between the data centers anymore. Whilst there used to be any distinction, there isn't anymore. Not even on servers. Everything is cross, so no, there's no distinction. Any server, any data center, pretty much the same. At least on EU. You'll find the same amount of people raiding on Light as you will Chaos. I think. You'd have to look at like Lucky Bancho or something to get the full details, like the census that people do on Reddit. Let's do a bit more PvP. Please don't let it be waffle. It was nice, whatever it was, Miss Lee. I don't remember. I do have a photo album from back then, but I don't think we ever took pictures of food, because this was back when you didn't take pictures of food. Weird, isn't it? It feels like a back in my day sort of story, but it's true. Even the idea of taking a picture of those waffles would have mortified me and my friends back then. Because you would just expect the restaurant owner to come out and complain. That was the fear. These days that'd be fine, but I'm fairly sure we didn't have any pictures of it, at least. I don't remember. It's weird. If you liked it, I doubt it was Waffle House. Is Waffle House bad then? Waffle House is yellow, so sounds good. Light by far has more raiders, says TZ Shadow. Okay. I only remember the fact that the clear rates were, from what I saw, the clear rates, which is the most important stat, was pretty equal. Probably a bit higher on Chaos. But you're probably right, yeah. Cerberus was your original home. It was Raid Central before the split. Yeah. I mean, there are still plenty of people on... Yeah, I honestly don't think there's enough of a distinction to make it a choice these days. Anywhere is good if you can get a group that wants to do the content. That's the hardest part, ultimately. If you see your cook outside smoking at a Waffle House, it's going to be good. What does that mean? Is that like a post-sex sort of cigarette sign, or what do you mean by that? I'm so confused. It's like, oh, I made the best pancakes ever. I'm gonna have myself a cigarette. Is that what it is? Or I don't know. Am I reading into that one a bit? I've never heard that before. If you see your cook smoking outside, it's a good sign. To be fair, that's every UK chef. That's if they're not smoking whilst cooking your dinner. Here you go, love. Here's your chips. And she's got like the end of a cigarette that's not dropped off yet. There's a guy I watch on YouTube that lives. I think he lives in New York or on the outskirts of. He's one of the funniest guys I've ever seen. He's very NSFW though. Goes by the name of Bithead 1000. He plays retro video games, but it's mostly for anecdotes. And I remember his story about how every bowling alley in the 80s had that one guy in charge, or guy or gal in charge of the shoes, like the shoe rental, and they'd always have the longest like ash on the end of their cigarette, and it was kind of like a weird internal thing that they either had like a cigarette always in their mouth or in their hand, but they never got rid of the ash. They waited until the last possible moment and then it would just drop on the floor. And that happens here as well, the more I think about it. But more often than not, it's somebody that would be straight off the set of EastEnders or something, you know. You're right, love. Would you like a bap with some sauce? That's our equivalent of a New Yorker, I think, right? No? Is that what we're gauging here? No. Or Waffle House. That's our equivalent of Waffle House, right? Savage Ash Extreme, yeah. I love trying different foods. I really do. And it's always so different, even if it's the same type of food from a different part of the world. It's always fascinating. Just the assurance standards and, you know, what people are willing to serve. And the other thing I don't understand, being a filthy British person, for many of you probably, is the tip culture. Personally, I just do not understand that culture. I just don't get it. I've heard these like weird reports or little articles where somebody hasn't tipped or hasn't tipped enough and somebody's just like smashed the window screen of their car for some reason. It's like, what? We don't do that kind of thing. Like the whole tipping thing, it just wouldn't work here. It just wouldn't work here at all. I mean, you can tip people, but it's not like... It's like if I went to a greasy burger cafe, you know, around here, and some guy went, that'll be, you know, five quid, mate. I'll give him £5, you know. He gets a £5 note, right? He's not going to get any more than the £5 note. But I don't know. I don't get it. I think it's because of how the money works, right? And how they pay their employees is completely different. But it's a culture that I still find very difficult to understand. Completely different. You'd be surprised if you ever come to the UK and you start to try and if you try to tip some people in this country, they'll think that you're they'll actually see it as an insult sometimes. I've had that before where I've said keep the change to somebody and they'll be like, I don't want your stinking change. What do you think I am, poor? I've had that before. I've literally had that before at some places. So if you go to Best Buy, they want tips. How about they pay their employees properly? Novel idea. Where the employees don't have to rely on that. Yeah, the idea of doing maths at a dinner table. No, it's not going to happen for me, I'm afraid. It's not that I wouldn't tip. It's just that I don't get why it's the way it is. So, tipping someone in Japan is a bad idea. Yes, I've heard about that as well. That is like, as well as trying to contain slurping noises as well, right? That's another. Am I right about this? In Japan, if you go to like a ramen place and you have noodles, and if you try to suppress the slurping noises, like you try to be as cautious as possible, it's seen as like a form of like a dishonor. You're supposed to make like as much noise as possible. I don't know. Isn't that a thing? I'd be fine because I'm a messy eater with noodles. When did they start? Oh. Miss Lou, I don't know if I don't remember, but you used to do, didn't you used to work in GameStop at some point? I can't remember. Don't know where you live. I live in the UK and tipping is normal. I mean, but it's not. Okay, there's tipping being normal, and then there's here's a check. Here's a receipt for the meal. It's like how much of a tip would you want to pay? It's not like would you like to leave a tip? It's here's your options for how much you tip. It's not like that here. It's really not. Oh, I just accidentally missed the cue. Whoops, sorry. Yeah, I remembered correctly. You used to work at GameStop, yeah. Don't know. Yeah, there's tipping. I'm not saying that tipping doesn't exist, but it's not like... I've seen pictures of people go to like a checkout and there'll be 4 buttons of what percentage tip they're going to give. It's like, well, where's the none button? Where's the... What is this? Why is this an expected... What is this? And it's because usually a lot of these places don't pay their employees, right? A lot of people rely on those tips. It's strange. Yeah, I know it probably is weird for me to be weirded out by, but it's just weird to me, that's all. Yeah, I've definitely had situations where I've been like, oh, you know, I pay with a £10 note and it was like £6 or something, and I'd be like, hey, just, you know, keep the change. And people have looked at me really badly on that, like, Like, no. You'll mess my till up. We'll be over or something. You know. You'll find some kind of... Or they get in trouble for taking it as well. Yeah. It's a weird one, isn't it? It's still expected? Steve, really? You must go to some fancy places then. Really? So if you go to McDonald's, you're expected to tip? Or like, I don't know, a cafe on the corner. There is not a single place near where I live that would require me and expect me to give any kind of tip. You never go to that crap. Well, there you go then. There's my point. There's my point. I'm sure at like the big restaurants you would, you know, I'm sure that's a completely different kettle of fish, right? But you think I could afford to go to these places? Let alone the travel to get to some of them as well. I live far away from any city. All we have is burger vans, McDonald's, fast food, Indian restaurants, you know, curry places, Chinese restaurants, cafes. There's a KFC. Lots of small shops, you know, small restaurants, like really small restaurants. That's all we have, really. Maybe it's just a me thing then. I could have sworn though, because my girlfriend comes from London and I don't remember her ever bringing that up as like a thing, but strange. Must be somehow I've eluded that. Let's see if I can get a win out the bag somehow. Ooh, we got some heavy hitting titles on some of these characters though. Means they play the game. This might be tough for me. If that's any kind of indication. Which it isn't. Okay. I'll do. That's one. That's a stun. I mean, it would make sense for the Gunbreaker to not be here, but we could also just take care of the machinist, I guess. Or the samurai that's about to assassinate me. I'll do it first. Bit pointless doing it only on one person, but I know what a samurai is capable of doing, so sometimes you just have to drop your ultimate before you probably should. Okay. I've completely forgotten about the crystal because I'm a fool. Oh, I thought that was going to be the limit break, but oh no, not quite. I wonder if this white mage is playing distraction here. Looks like it, but surely they need him. There we go. And we'll just pop that like that. And then hopefully one of them can follow up past the shield at least. It's a tough one though, isn't it? Come on, finish him off. What am I doing? There we go. I used all of my GCDs and didn't leave any. 2 for 1. Okay, dangerous samurai territory. I'm terrified of samurai in this game. You get them low, it feels like I've cornered a beast. It's about to attack me, you know? Watch out for its claws. Dancer is really squishy. Dancer is really squishy in CC. What it makes up for with that, though, is the ability to just completely ruin people. Their CC is so good. I love it. It's so good. Like a really good dancer. Oh, with a perfect timing along with a warrior. It's just crowd control city. It really is. It's awesome. Oh, that might mean me dead, no? I thought I was going to die there. Oh. Alright, so we got an LB. Don't know when to use that, though. I know exactly when to use it. Now. Oh, I thought I was out of that. Sorry. My bad. Your local cafe has a tip jar too, and Chinese fish and chips. Oh, tip jars are one thing, but it's not like no one's going to come after you if you don't put like a quid in the jar. You know what I mean? That was my point. It's not like someone's going to like put a pizza up your exhaust pipe or something. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. I'm sure you've seen the pictures as well. There is a strong difference. Right then. Speaking of strong differences, we'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully we're doing something else. In theory, we'll pencil in tomorrow. Trying to do as many streams as possible. And do as much as possible. Of course, it's going to be difficult leading up to, you know, with a kind of lull in content that we're trying to fill time of. Until 6.55 and the Final Fantasy 16 crossover and stuff like that, but we'll do things. I'll come up with some ideas. Obviously, we're looking at February this year for the Eureka, because I don't think anything is coming out until Dawn Trail from that point. So that might be our Eureka from a Start project, where we stream basically every day and do all of the Eureka instances from the start. So that's something to look forward to. But until then, it's going to be more streams like this, just chilling out, talking. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. I understand that, but hopefully it's been fun. I'm going to wrap up now, just simply so that we can approach tomorrow with videos in mind, and I'm not too tired, and I can actually put some content out. So expect lots of coverage of this weekend's fan festival and a lot of other stuff as well. I've got a few projects that I'm working on, creative style projects. If you like that kind of stuff, stay tuned. Thank you so much. And thank you once again to all of the people who joined in for the giveaway and supported my second channel. I'm very pleased to say that we got that partnered. Very happy with that. Expect lots of other games to be covered on that. Most notably Blue Protocol, Star Citizen, and any other MMORPG or game that comes out that we are interested in. Really, everything is February. What do you mean everything? What's coming out in February? What's coming out in February? Literally, there's nothing on my radar for February, personally. I don't know. But anyway, that's where we'll wrap up. Thank you so much for watching, people on YouTube. I appreciate each and every one of you. We will not be able to pass you on to anybody because there isn't a working raid function yet on this platform that works properly. But yeah, you know how it is. So I'll see you all hopefully tomorrow. If not, it'll be the day after on a Friday. But thank you so much. And on the Twitch side, stay tuned. We'll find someone to raid and we can send that love over. And yeah, thank you so much, guys. It was a lot of fun. Hopefully you enjoyed the chit chat, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.